you wanna man, but I believe it. Take you where you wanna man, but I believe it. Take you where you wanna man, but I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath. Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I wish my refund hurry up so I can have a taxitude.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I'ma be like, let me get 20 on pump 3.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Matter of fact, make it 25, and yes, I would like to donate to the March of Dimes, so ring me up that Coke and candy bar 2 for $2.22 deal where $1 goes to March 2. Oh, and ring these Skittles up for my kid too. And when the cashier tells me to have a nice day, I'm gonna be like, no ma'am, you have a blessed day, sugar.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Pull down my shades like Kim Kardashian, smile like Gabrielle Union.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Flip my bundles like Nicki Minaj and queen out the door like Beyonce.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Goofy face, goofy face, goofy face, heart, 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 muscle, muscle, muscle.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Sassy black girl, sassy black girl, sassy black girl, kiss, kiss, kiss. Hashtag so what, hashtag I ain't shame, hashtag my money, hashtag call me taxitude, honey.
The greatest team in the world. You and Tom and Dan. Independent podcast.
I'm proud to say I'm 50 years old. I'm not one of those gals who's afraid to hide her age, unlike some other gals. And I like to kick, stretch, and kick.
Old and small, these 50 y'all. Oh, old and small, these 50 y'all. Oh, old and small, these 50 y'all. Hey, old and small,
50 years old.
He's a little bit of man, and now he's hit the 5-0. 30 years of fucking around on real radio. Same 5 jokes, same 3 voices. 2 new hips, cause he had no choice, kid. He's a weak little man who really shouldn't be alive. Doctors use modern medicine to keep his ass alive. Now he's in the same place doing the same damn bit. He's a 50-year-old man still talking about his dick. Tiny ass dick. Small, these 50 y'all. Oh, old and small, these 50 y'all. Oh, old and small, these 50 y'all. Oh, old and small,
50 years old. 50 years old. 50,
Okay, all right.
Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio,
It's a blast.
it's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello, this is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, everybody. It is another A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom. We've got Savannah on the show today. How you doing, Savannah?
I got to fix your camera, but you look
I
great.
wanted to move the camera.
No, you're good. You're good. I got you. I'll be able to. Yep. There we go. Fixed.
Oh.
Happy birthday to Daniel.
Thank you. Thank you.
50 years old today.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Old and small. I'm 50, y'all.
You should order lots of Mexican food after the show and have Mexican fiesta in honor of your birthday.
Do you know? Okay, I was working on something for you. I'm so happy that you said that. I actually pulled up the menu from what year it would have been when we were doing it. And I was trying to, I was going to go through the list of all the things that Savannah and I did order when we did the Mexican fiesta.
Yeah,
And because one time we went to the Lee Road Taco Bell, Savannah and I, in your Jeep.
And we
ordered every single
one of every item.
One of every item.
All right, okay.
I'm getting a little emotional.
And we drank a lot of beers.
Yeah, we were very drunk.
Okay.
And then we got in your Jeep drunk. And I don't drink and drive. That's not what I'm saying.
I wasn't
to do.
drinking and driving.
No, you weren't. But we were very drunk. And we got there and we said we want one. And we went inside. That's how you know you're drunk. Because we were like, no, we can't do the drunk.
Inside.
We went inside to order. I remember this. So we went inside to order because you'll remember this. The Taco Bell on Lee Road, when you walk in, you order to the right, dining room to the left, and it was one still shaped like an Alamo.
I love those
The Alamo ones are the legit.
Yeah.
Mwah, they're great. And we got one of everything. And where I broke down in my quest to try and get the menu right is I couldn't get Claude, because I now use Claude over ChatGPT, to help me figure out the one menu item that, like, I was like, something's missing here. And then I finally figured it out this
What
morning.
was it?
It was when they had pimentos and cheese or beans. And do you remember when they had a
Yes.
It was like a bean cup.
Yeah.
It was a fucking bean cup. You would just go there and you could literally go to Taco Bell and give me like a Diet Pepsi and a cup of beans. And you could do that.
Well, why would you want a cup of beans?
I don't know, but we
I
ate it.
love their beans. Their beans
We
were
ate
really
it.
good.
Was this pre-fire sauce?
Pre-fire sauce.
I think that when Savannah and I did,
pre-fire
hey,
sauce.
that's how you know I'm 50.
It was hot sauce, but not fire sauce.
You had hot, and you had mild, and I think that's all you had.
How's
Anyway,
your birthday?
You know what? So far, so good. I cried in front of Tom. You want to talk about it?
Well, that was awkward. So I've been looking at Daniel's birthday coming up, and I'm like, well, I feel the pressure about getting Daniel a good birthday gift, because I've been working with the guy for 20,
But
more than 20
I don't
years.
care. You know I don't care about
No,
that.
I know you don't
Not
care.
even in the least. If anybody gets me anything, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not a real. I
You don't
I
care.
like things, but I wouldn't even classify myself as a materialistic person. It's just like whatever.
But here's the thing: I know people around you be like, "Oh, what Tom get you for your birthday?" And if I didn't get you anything, and you
Wait
said
a minute,
nothing,
that's like main character syndrome or something. You're like, that's about me and what people think about me.
people would be like, "Oh, he didn't get you anything? That's weird. What a piece of shit."
So you started to feel the
I've
heat?
been working with you. I was, oh yeah, because I've been still feeling the heat of like I gotta get you something. So I'm like, oh, what do I get Daniel? Because it's hard. Daniel's
What'd
hard.
you get him?
All right, I'll tell you. But
It made me cry. He got me.
Daniel is hard to shop for because Daniel can get anything he wants.
Right.
And he's very particular.
Yes.
I know Daniel.
You know me. I'm pretty simple. I think I'm pretty simple.
I've been thinking about it. I have been talking to Daniel for over
Too
20
long.
years.
No one should talk to me this long.
And the amount from doing the podcast, the amount I've talked to Daniel is more than most people have talked to their partners in life.
Or kids.
Or kids.
Do you want to hear something scary?
Hours a day, Monday through Friday, for over 20 years.
And you don't have this, and it has saved your life.
What?
Do you want to hear something crazy?
What?
You don't have this. It saved your life. You're a huge, to me, you are like this giant ball of amazingness, energy, like giving up, right? But radio would have dimmed that if you stayed in it long enough. I am now at 50 years old. I have been broadcasting longer than I've not.
Oh, wow.
Most of my life. I've done this. I've been doing
Little
what
over
I'm
30
doing right
years.
now. Blah, 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 blah. Into this microphone
For
longer than I've been doing anything.
Yeah. You broadcast for 30 years.
Well,
You've
taking dumps. You've been doing that for longer.
I have been taking. That's the first thing I did this morning too, and I turned 50. What do you like? You think about? What was the first thing you did when you turned 50? Horrible diarrhea. Horrible diarrhea. I had one margarita. I tried to celebrate last night. I'm not even drinking, but I was like, I'll have a margarita. I went to David Jolly. Did comedia. He was doing comedia at the Funny Bone, and I won margarita, and I blew my ass out this morning.
So with Daniel, you can't get him anything that he actually wants because he wants to research, buy the correct one.
Well,
the one that he wants.
You don't know what I want.
Like
You
his
too.
hat today. Did you
Yeah.
buy that for yourself for your birthday?
No, I have a
That hat is fire.
I have a hat problem where if I see a hat I like, I just buy them. I
got
buy hats.
200 hats.
I probably have more than that. I might have 300 hats.
I would like the patch off that hat.
Okay, all right. We can work out a deal.
So, like for example,
work a deal out.
Daniel has been wanting a pedal steel guitar, right?
Okay.
And then so I could have gotten a pedal steel guitar for him, but I'm gonna get him the wrong, not the right one.
You're gonna fuck it up.
I'm gonna go to Facebook Marketplace and I'm gonna get some shit.
No, don't give me that. Don't give me that.
So I'm like, where'd you get this? So this is a wrong part of town for a pedal steel guitar. So anyway, Daniel's not gonna like it because Daniel wants to go through the process of like research, buying the right one,
finding the right wood, finding the right everything.
Yeah.
So,
He's right. He knows me.
He wanted a gun belt buckle too.
Okay, now it's mean that he even brings this up. He would not let. He put his foot down on this one.
And I was like, I don't want to be responsible. He feels sad.
Have you
one
seen
day.
this? You need one for Gatorland.
Belt buckles. It's a gun, but it has a knife. In it?
No. You need one for. I might
like
get
a little Derringer, 22 Derringer.
You save about $70 if you buy them in bulk, and if I got you one, Ross one, and me one, I'm not getting you one. You don't get one.
Plus,
it's got a tiny Derringer inside of it.
Yeah,
like it's got a little revolver in the buckle. So when you need it, you just snap it off your buckle and you can shoot people.
Yeah.
And I want one.
I'm gonna get you one.
If we had that,
$260, I think.
That's it.
Yeah, but price goes down when you buy them in bulk.
I'd accidentally shoot you like that cop.
Do you want to play that? Do you want to play that?
We'll play it later. But
have you seen the cop shoot the cop?
No.
Oh, it's great. Oh, it's so great.
Just a horse play.
Yeah. They're just fucking around. They're just horse playing.
But so I was like, you can't get Daniel anything physical because he first of all, he has everything he wants, and anything he does want, he wants to buy.
So the
it.
first thing you thought of was a gift certificate to Hand and Stone.
Really?
Things to remember.
Yeah. He got me
an etched
beer mug. He got me a beer mug from Things Remembered.
What does it say?
And it says
Where's the beer mug?
It says world's greatest business partner, 2026.
It says world's greatest business partner.
Well, first of all,
It doesn't say world's greatest friend.
No. Because we're not friends. That's secondary. And that's like,
it's hard to be world's greatest friend. That's anyway. So then I was like, Daniel really likes this one restaurant in town. And
you can say the name of the restaurant. I wish they advertised with us.
Yeah. Wait, by the way, it's way fancier than I thought. You've always talked about it. I thought it was like a shack. Then I was like, God damn, this place is nice. This place, I can't even afford it.
What is it? What's the
There's
place?
Otto's High Dive over here.
Have you ever been to Otto's High Dive?
No.
It's an oyster bar.
I thought it was like a goddamn like a wooden shack when you first told me.
That's what it sounds like.
No, but it's a fancy.
No, it's not. It's like I don't consider it fancy, but it's a little pricier than most places because they have really good food. But it's oysters. It's a rum bar, and I don't really drink any of the rum, but their food is like Cuban inspired.
Gotcha.
So a lot of like Maisie and I love it. Like Maisie's all-time favorite steak is from there. So you like skirt steak with chimichurri. We do oysters, shrimp. Oh God.
So the first time I go there,
Puerto Rican and Cuban cornbreads and all kinds of weird Latin foods.
I didn't bother. I was just like, I'm gonna get him a gift card, like a nice size, substantial gift card.
Oh, Tres Leches, and then they have like an orange Tres Leches. Oh my God.
And then I go there. I didn't bother to look up when they opened, and I go there.
Did they have the pig out?
No, they didn't. They weren't open
They roast
yet.
a whole pig. Yeah, they do that. And they do it in that box that Latin people buy. The pig roasting box. Oh my God.
So then I had to leave, and then I was texting. The manager knows us, so whoever answers the email. So and I was texting back and forth, and then he's like, "Well, you can buy them online." I'm like, "No," like because I know Daniel. I don't want to. You don't want something I printed out some fucking gift card and then folded it up.
I would have looked down on that.
I know, Daniel.
I would have looked down on that.
Hey, he wants the actual gift card in the sleeve.
Yeah,
that
where is it? Where is it? Hold on, I'll show you. I'll show you what he's talking about.
Great. I'm like, I know Daniel.
No, you do know me. No, you did it right. Yeah, I mean, you did it right. And Crystal would have been, and you can get, if you get enjoyment out of saying this, you can tell her she would be wrong. She would be wrong. And look at this. He did it. He even got the little sleeve. Because their little logo is this little tropical bird.
Like, Daniel likes the fit and finish.
And that's their little sticker that me and Maisie, we collect their little stickers of this bird and we stick them on our stuff at house because we love going there. And he got me the little gift card in the little thing. It's very nice of you.
And then
it was way too much money, too.
Then Daniel mentioned that he wanted to go to Fest the other day because Lagwagon's probably playing the last time. And like, there's another, what was the band with the pedal steel guitar you were talking about? There was going to be.
Drag the River. Holy smokes, man. Like,
I don't know Drag the River.
John Snodgrass and I think some members of
Drag the River sounds like I would love it though.
Okay, it's punk rock with pedal steel guitar,
Love
but
that.
with country influences.
Yep.
I mean, I knew they were back together and they put out an album last year, but I didn't think they were going to be performing out. So that would be pretty amazing to see. And a lot of other really good punk rock bands will be going to Fest. I think Lagwagon would probably be about it for Lagwagon.
So I got him a couple Fest passes because then it's
very nice of
I
him.
like buying people experiences because I know Daniel, but like you mentioned, he wanted to go, and I'm like, he's not going to ever go unless he has the tickets.
He's right, and
He
this
still might not go.
No, I'm going. No.
I got the insurance.
DeBerry, did you really? That's hilarious.
Well, also, the goddamn punk rock festivals have gone up.
It's expensive.
I was like,
How
what?
much is a punk rock festival?
Don't talk about it because it's not punk rock.
Like $580 for a pair of tickets.
What?
Yeah, that's not punk rock.
But it's a 3-day.
No punk rock people can afford that.
It's 3. Oh yeah, but
Except that girl on the video I showed you guys when I came in.
Well, everybody's old now, so everybody's got jobs.
So who else is
retired.
there?
Like it's just a shit ton of
It's
bands.
a massive list. I mean, I couldn't even tell you all the bands that are going to be, and they add
Agent
to it.
Orange?
More than likely, yeah. I mean, but they're out constantly adding to it. So like and DeBerry Joe's in there. He says he's going to go
because people die. And they're like old punk bands. And they're
Right.
like, well, so and so's not playing anymore. Throw so and so.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Well, that's kind of my
these bands
fear.
are older.
I think that's my fear with
Some of them.
Lagwagon, really, is that like I've never seen Lagwagon. I've seen No Effects. I've seen Descendants. I've seen Bad Religion multiple times. I've seen Social Distortion. I've seen Bouncing Souls. You know, of the big.
What about the Germs? Did you ever go see the Germs?
I've not seen the Germs, but that would be a good band to see. But like of the main ones that I think you and I would want to see, Lagwagon. It's weird that I have that missing.
Yeah.
So I would like to see them once before, you know.
Yeah. It got to be close to never playing again, too.
Did we ever go? Was it here in Orlando or was it California that we hung out with Hank 3?
You did that in California.
Okay.
I
I
don't think
thought
I
it was
did
me
that.
and you, but it must have been somebody
I
that looked like
wish
you.
it was me and you because Hank 3, the fact that you even got a chance to hang out with him is crazy because I don't even know if he does much music
It was
anymore.
very brief. Like, I don't know what he does now. I think he just hates the music industry. But he played, I saw him in Southern California. And then, to be fair, it wasn't a very big venue.
Yeah, but
Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to sneak backstage.
he's still beloved, but I don't know if he even does much of it anymore. Maybe just on his own time. But you know that is weird. That a lot, and it's what's weird about Lagwagon is that you hear conflicting reports of like the condition of the band. Meaning, like I know one member's health, the really really tall guitarist. I knew his health was really really bad, and then sometimes you get like reports of like Joey Cape isn't doing so well. It doesn't have enough money. He's selling like when you see your favorite
His voice is gone, too.
His voice is gone, but then I think I could be wrong on this, but I don't think I am. I think I saw him selling like his personal like acoustic guitar, the one that he like wrote all of that great music with Tony Sly, like when they did the
let's buy
split.
that.
Yeah, and it's like I know I would, but it's like I think he's
I
selling.
should have got you that for your birthday. That would have been way better.
Take advantage of Joey Cape and buy his guitar for necessary.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just think that's weird, but yeah, thank you, buddy.
It's so funny how memory is distorting because my memory of visiting with Hank 3, now that you said that, it wasn't you, but my memory up until you just saying that was of me and you at House of Blues with them. But it must have been another place in California with somebody that must have looked like you because I swear to God, the memory is of me and you.
Well, it might as well be then, right? Like I've become that way at 50 now. Like when memories if I don't remember it exactly the way that I used to, well then sorry, that's the new memory.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
oh, wait.
Was it Wee Man from Jackass?
No, but I saw Unknown Henson too. At
oh yeah,
I saw Unknown Henson at Alex's in Long Beach.
Wow.
And literally, it wasn't a big crowd, but it was an amazing show.
Watch the tram. That's
such an amazing show.
That's
this was
my
before
Unknown
he went
Henson.
off on Dolly Parton when he got drunk and called everybody a race traitor. Way before that, he performed all this it's like rockabilly spooky music.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
He used
and
to
it
play
was
Wills.
so good.
And,
Yep,
and he looks like Dracula. He's
yeah,
up
he
there.
looks like Dracula.
You never watched Squidbillies?
Like
Squidbillies for life.
Yeah,
Where is it?
Squidbillies
Where
rules.
is
Yeah,
my
there he is. Watch the tram.
Before we ask Savannah about her trip, I got to plug the St. Cloud 4th of July party that
This is
they're
pretty
having.
cool, man.
So if you're anywhere near St. Cloud at Lakefront Park, they're doing a 4th of July celebration. They've got live music. They got a lumberjack show. They got a kids zone. They got vendors. They got glow in the
They're
dark
throwing
putt-putt,
everything at it.
hot dog eating competition, ice cream. Like it's a family friendly
It's
event.
the stuff you want.
I love St. Cloud.
Yeah.
I love St. Cloud, and everything they do is just so much good home fun.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom's got it in his blood. You're Cloud for life, dog.
Yeah. A huge fireworks display, and again, it starts at 4 p.m. And that's Lakefront Park in St. Cloud.
I believe it's one of the largest fireworks displays that
in the area
that you'll find. So, because they really have been upgrading their events. They want you guys. They want to become a destination for you to go and party with your family. So take advantage of it. They're super kind to people. We're proud to be working with them. And if you're looking for a great event to go to for your family, that's the one right there.
I was in the St. Cloud Christmas parade.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was. And I love St. Cloud. It's one of my favorite places. It's one of the places around here, big metropolis, but still good
Got
old
the vibes.
home
Florida,
vibes.
old Florida, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I pictured, like you even just say St. Cloud, you think bank with one of those clocks out front.
Yep.
You know, like you got to have a clock in front of your bank or something. I love that. I like that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah, my grandfather lived on LaSalle in the manor for years. I remember when they paved the road. Oh, man, he was pissed.
You're writing a country song. He's writing a country song. My grandfather lived on the South Street. I remember when they paved that road. Right? That's how the songs go.
Yep.
Then they start talking about how the factory shut down. Then he was out there just feeding his geese, talking to him.
He'd have been super mad at who I sold the property to. So it's illegal, Pop-Up, for me to decline a sale for those reasons. Anyway, traveling. So Savannah,
Well, it didn't used to be before they paved that road.
Exactly. Progression.
So you just got back from a trip to Morocco and also to a small island called Utila. Okay, so let's start off with Morocco. You're there with Gatorland Global. And so how is Morocco? What
It's the desert.
Yeah. And you said
And
mentioned
it's very dry.
you mentioned not a desert person.
No.
Which makes sense because you're from Florida and it's the opposite of the desert.
What I
here.
realized about 10 minutes into Morocco was that I am a Caribbean baby. I am not about that desert life. Not in any way, shape, or form. Now, that being said, the people were lovely. The food was lovely. Everyone was wonderful there. I went there to give a talk on Gatorland Global and what Gatorland Global does for this big group called the Crocodile Specialist Group. It's all PhDs, it's in biologists and conservationists and stuff like that.
And they love you, right? Like they don't, or do they put, or are they like, who the hell are you?
Well,
Bingo.
Yeah.
So anyways, obviously, like, because I'm a presenter, I'm an entertainer, right? Like my presentation brought the house down, which nobody expected. Like, because it was
Y'all
very
ready for this? Crocs. You come flying down. You got a big old ball gown on.
No, but you'll think this is funny because it's mostly, scientists and researchers and things like that. So they all have graphs and charts and everything.
Nerds.
So, and I knew that was going to be like the majority of the talks because some of them were really fascinating what they were talking about. So I made one of my slides for my presentation. It was a stick figure alligator, a stick figure me, and then a chart that went like this. And at the top it said, I was like, and as you guys can see from my chart here, it said super fancy chart.
Oh, you're just mocking their world. Oh, I love it. They'll really love that.
You're doing Carrot Top comedy now. And the nerds are mad. They're mad as hell.
You're right about that. But, I mean, it was funny, right? Like,
that is funny.
Yeah, lighten up, nerds. God damn. Like you should try to add some levity to this horribly boring
Is that your
presentation.
That's your hardest thing, right? Is trying to like, I mean, like I'm sure there are some people that take you seriously, but like you're up there doing it and they're loving it, but then you are feeling the ire of people.
Oh,
that are
yeah.
like,
And it's not everybody. It's just
right.
it's just a few little.
Sure.
It's a teeny tiny isolated group,
Sure.
but like it was really wonderful, and like the people that were there were wonderful.
Did you have to cover up and like dress a certain way?
I brought stuff to dress a certain way, but you really didn't have to. So first we were in Agadir, which is a bigger city, right? And then after Agadir, you go on. You can sign up to go on a field trip, but the field trip takes you to the middle of the desert. To the middle of the desert.
Is that
where
where the
there's
pictures?
like nothing?
Oh, is that where
in
the
middle of the desert?
The pictures you showed me where you're like in some sort of desert camp?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So what you don't know about the desert camp is I spend the night in this tent with a girl from South Africa that I never met before.
Okay.
And like our beds were like we just met and we're sleeping together. Basically, is how
I've seen
that
those
was.
videos.
Which was fine. And she was
the two
great.
travelers, they're at the hostel in the desert tent. I've seen this. Yeah.
And then the guy comes in, he's got a goddamn machine gun.
It's normally Mia Khalifa. if you-
Well, we hit a sandstorm, right?
Okay.
So as soon as we got out of the cars at the
in that sandstorm.
oh, is that what it is? Yeah. So we hit the sandstorm.
That's good.
And the sandstorm just feels like someone's standing in front of you, like closer than we are right now, and just throwing handfuls of sand in your face. And I got so mad at that point. Like I was so thirsty. I was so hot. And then now the earth is throwing sand in my face. And I just almost had a breakdown. Like I started crying.
Were you getting angry?
Huh?
Were you getting mad?
I was mad at the sand, but what are you gonna do? You can't fight the sand.
So it's a level of annoyance though. Like so, living in the desert would
Have you seen that picture of the guy in the hurricane in Florida holding the American flag up, standing in the middle of the road?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's how I was with the sand. I was like,
oh, you're taking it?
It was just throwing in my face, and I'm like, no. Like also because we didn't have showers, right? And then there's one like most of the toilets are squat toilets. You know a squat toilet?
I've seen those before.
You had I thought you had Modern Plumbing put those in your house. Did you not?
So it's a squat toilet.
Didn't the vans go all squat?
I've seen those at national parks where they offer the squat toilet as an option.
They say more comes out.
Because people are more used to the squat toilet. But if
Not
there's
me.
two,
What are you talking about? I ain't never had no squat toilet.
well, that is for different countries. But
Well,
like,
then when you make a statement like people are more used to it, you got to say some.
yeah, I think Asian countries have a lot of squat toilets.
Also, those people are a lot shorter than me. So it's a long squat for me to get down there on the ground and not fall or have to put my hands in someone else's piss.
Yeah.
So, like,
Oh, you put it that
and
way.
then stand back up after I've squatted, right? And there's not toilet paper, so there's like a bucket of water.
What do they? Okay, this is a real question. I'm familiar with the squat toilet. I've seen photos online. I see the hole. Some even have a place where they show you where to put your feet. I've seen that.
Yeah, they have like a grip because you don't want to slide off into the hole.
It's like they go like, hey, before you finish making this, take your trowel and put some little chippy chops in there so that people don't slip while they're shitting.
Yeah.
And so I've seen those. I'm not making a joke. Do they slide anything over the hole? Because I know we have, and I'm not saying it's keeping all the germs out, but like when I go number 2 here, it is very customary for me to finish, shut the top, right, before I flush, like, because I'm not a goddamn animal. Do they just...
shut the top of the toilet
always before I flush.
Do you?
Think about it.
Because I don't. I've never even considered that.
I shut the top.
I've never. Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I put my head close to it and look at it.
He says bye-bye. He waves. I caught him waving with it.
I'm like 1 foot away, like, whoa.
So wait a minute. Did I just stumble upon something that you and I both do differently that people are not? Well, the chat rooms are calling you an animal now.
Nobody puts the toilet seat. Nobody puts
I think
the
you're both animals.
No, no one does that.
My wife has told me because she says.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys how you have to go.
Swirls of
Wait, you're gonna go take a shit?
So you gotta put.
Oh, film this.
Hold on, let me fix it.
See it?
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so that's the hole.
All right.
And then there's grip right there, and then you have to not touch anything.
Right.
And your bucket of water is here, and then you have to go all the way down like that.
Okay.
And then you can kind of rest your arms while you're. I have shorts on.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
I didn't
okay,
want to look.
okay.
I was trying to keep. I was like, look into your eyes. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes.
You have to squat like that, but then it's the getting up.
Oh, I think I saw your sandstorm.
I cannot do that. Most men can't either.
Well, I mean, men use the toilets over there.
I can't squat.
And then they got mad at me because
Well, I'm American men.
Okay, all the women in the chat room are saying she's exactly right. So you gotta. I mean, you passed your woman test apparently because they're all like, oh yeah, Sam's got it. That's right.
You know the thing where like most men in their 40s can't squat like that without falling backwards.
Why?
Because we got to become stiff.
We got Duke bellies, like, and I can't do it because of my hips. Like, I can't drop that low.
Well, the problem is because my goddamn Achilles are so tight, they're like 2 merinos back there. I got 2 damn merinos, and so I can't.
If you if you relaxed enough to let your body weight drop upon your knees, would you snap both your Achilles?
No, but it literally I'm on my tippy toes, so I'm not flat-footed, so I can't get flat-footed in a squat position.
Why can't you?
Because too stiff.
I don't understand that.
Okay, well,
we're too stiff.
You gotta let me see.
Now I have been
Now let me
working-
see. Do it right there. Here, use one of the holes.
Okay, yeah, stand over there. All right, I'll go back to her.
No, don't get on the couch.
Okay, you're right there. Okay, yeah, I can put you on that one. Hold on, let me just get rid of this little logo here. Hold on. Okay, now I got you.
So then, if I said, feet together, and then if I get down here, right here, so right here.
Why are you doing it like that? What's wrong with you?
That's how you do it.
Put your hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees.
So when I
Now
get-
keep going.
When I get down, see now I'm on the tippy
Oh, there you
toes.
go. There you go. That's how you do it right there.
But I'm on tippy toes. You see what I'm saying?
It doesn't matter.
Well, you got to flatten your feet.
I can't fly.
Right.
If I have my feet on that,
Yeah. You explode. Yeah, he's right. It'll explode your knees.
Yeah. It's just, my Achilles are
I
too
don't
tight.
understand
I
that.
tell you, it's a.
There's a Pilates place right there.
Okay, can I tell you
You get
something?
stiff.
The way that I had your camera framed, when you dropped down, you were bent completely over, and Savannah was behind you like she was pumping you good. It was pretty awesome. Melissa, do your magic.
Listen, just get a toilet. The rest of the country.
Well, let's get back to covering the top. My question was going to be, do they have like a little...
No.
No, it's just
they don't
open
have
No,
a
hole.
it's just an open hole.
Yeah. And
So do they ever pump out the sewage? There's no
I don't
water
know.
or anything
I don't
down
know
in
what
there?
they do with it.
Or do they, when it comes to the top and it's full, what do they just put a piece of paper
no,
over the top?
you got to pump it out the back. It's like the open hole toilet.
I don't know how it works.
Like in the national parks.
I thought
there.
they just covered it up and made a new one.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah,
think
like a garbage dump.
And some like, I think you have to pull it all the sewage out, and then in the army or whatever you burn it. I know that used to be someone's job, right? That you take the doo-doo out and then you pour diesel fuel on it and you burn it.
Are you in rougher conditions in Morocco and at Gatorland Global than you were in the Marines?
No.
Marines was still harder.
Marines was still harder in every aspect. Like boot camp was harder in every aspect. But the Morocco trip was great. I don't want people to think it was awful.
Well, it was
was
just harder.
great.
It was just harder.
Yeah. It was a wonderful trip. I got to see some new cultures. I got to learn some new music. I got to see some cool things
Like
out there.
sandstorms aren't easy for people to navigate.
Yeah.
And how about this? So on one of the nights, like because they don't eat pork, right? I'm a big eater of pork and beef.
Yeah.
They don't eat pork. They do eat some beef.
Maisie's favorite.
And chicken.
Yeah, we're pork people.
Right.
We
I'm
like
a pork person.
Yeah.
And so this one night they had this big dish and a lot of stuff had prunes in it. And I'm not trying to eat prunes and go to the hole. Like I'm not trying to eat prunes the whole trip.
Interesting.
that I'm on there.
Yeah.
But everything is spiced with prunes for
Yeah,
whatever
not
reason.
prunes and dates.
Well, they're sweet, right? They're very
Yeah, but
sweet.
either way, I'm not trying to eat prunes. Like so.
I don't like
anyways,
dates either. You know why?
get-
Because dates are brown yellow.
We got this
Yeah.
big thing of meat, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry!" Because I don't like a lot of Moroccan spices. I'll just say that.
Sure. There's some weirdo ones.
I like spices, but again, I'm a Caribbean girl. I like Caribbean
Yeah.
spices.
You just want some jerk chicken and a margarita.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got you.
Why'd
So-
you spice the steak like B.O.?
Oh my God. Why are you frying this in motor oil?
So I'm
I
eating
watched
this
those
meat,
videos.
and it's so good. And it's so good. I'm like, oh my gosh. And there's a lot of French people over there too. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the best meal I've had in the 2 weeks I've been here. And I'm like chowing down like a savage, right? And I was like, what is this? Like, I didn't see any cows on the way out here. What is this? And she goes, oh, that's camel. And I was like, damn it. Like, give somebody a heads up about the camel, man. like if you
They
bring
call
all
it
this,
they call them sand pigs.
Well,
right? Right? They call them
also,
sand pigs.
I didn't want to eat camel. Had I had the knowledge, I wouldn't have eaten the camel.
Yeah. Camel
But I
is
feel
a
like
weird
I
one.
ate 2 camels at the one
But I
time.
bet that hump, I bet you shave that hump down, right? And you start slicing that, you
Well, and
slice
I
it
love
thin
it.
like prosciutto.
we got a flat tire in the middle of the desert, which of course my car got the flat tire.
All right.
So when I jumped out of the tire, like there's wild camels everywhere. And I'm so excited because I love camels. I really think camels are some of the coolest animals in the world. Again, given the choice, wouldn't have eaten a camel.
Right.
I'd have eaten the
I feel
chicken,
ya.
and I didn't even want the chicken, but I'd have eaten the chicken.
What it tastes like?
It's so good.
Is it gamey?
It wasn't gamey, a teeny bit chewy, but mostly I think the prunes broke it all down.
Oh, I understand. Yeah,
Put some prunes on a camel.
That camel's got some big ass prunes.
But I love the camels, like the wild camels. Like I was running up and trying to play with them, and like hoping not to get stomped out by a camel.
Is that a delicacy there? Do they do a lot of camel stuff?
I don't know, but I mean, it was delicious. I can't say that, but given the choice, I would not have eaten camel.
I also hate sometimes when you go to foreign countries, what used to be, like, let's say camel back in the, let's say the 1800s leading into the early turn of the century, all these people were, eating camel, and then like now they don't, right? But then you go there, and because you're going on the trip, they make you a camel. Because it was like something they would have done like 100 years ago. And you're like, well, I could have just been having a salad and some chicken and be just fine.
Look,
I'm here for the sand, the knowledge, and the crocodiles. I don't need this camel.
Yeah, but that's
thing.
an experience.
I'll
eating
eat
camel
anything. Any country I go to, if they're offering you food, you have to
try
eat
it.
Because it's their best dish, right?
Yeah.
I did not know that their best dish was going to be camel. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not mad at them. I ate it. It was delicious.
Yeah,
but
you're just not going to do it again.
No.
I feel that.
Were people like, whoa, like, could you tell they were fascinated by you as an American, the way you look and the way you talk?
Yes.
And it must have been bizarre to them,
Because
right?
my car got the flat tire.
I like that you said bizarre. I see what you did.
I like that too.
You see what he did? He
Because
thinks this guy thinks he's fucking witty.
You know how hard it was for me to not mention eating the camel's toe earlier? And I held it back. I held it back.
For every one bizarre he gets, he ruins it with a fucking camel toe. This guy. What are you doing?
Sorry.
So when we had the flat tire, we got a new tire, and then we had to go to the shop to get the old tire fixed because the rocks out there are very dangerous. Like if you run over them, they'll cut your whole
This is cool
tire
too
open.
that you're doing
So
that.
while we're there, like, because you're not supposed to walk around by yourself. I was like, I saw down the street, they had these watermelons. I'm going to go buy watermelons. And they were like, no. And I was like, no, because last night y'all made me eat camel. I would prefer to eat watermelon. So I'm going down the street to get some watermelons, right?
Okay, all right.
Are these the infamous new yellow watermelons?
No, they were just Moroccan watermelons. So I ran down the street. Obviously, the lead car was very angry that I went down the street by myself because I'm an American and I look like me and I'm walking down the street. And this isn't in big city Morocco. This is in a little village.
Okay.
And
all the Moroccans think that Princess Elsa is buying watermelons, right? Princess Elsa is buying all the watermelons she's going to freeze our town. Have you ever thought that you do look exactly like a real Princess Elsa?
I never
and you're
thought
tall
about
as fuck, man. Like you look like a Princess Elsa.
Yeah.
But people do stare. Like I'm definitely like a different size human than most countries that I visit, and I look different than most countries that I visit. Not all of them, but some of them. But anyway, so I got the watermelons, and that gets us back to this. So when we go out to the tent place, and I'm like, oh, I got these watermelons. I'm gonna eat these watermelons tomorrow. I'm very excited. Go to bed. Middle of the night, I hear something. I don't know what it is. So obviously it's me. All I have is a Leatherman tool, which has a very small blade on it because that was the only thing I could sneak in. And so I get to the outside, like I'm going to go bathroom in the sand because I don't want to go to the toilet because it's a squat toilet and I don't know what's in there at night. It's dark. So I'm going to the bathroom in the sand and there's cars everywhere. And I'm like, what the heck is going on, right? So I hear a bunch of commotion. Then I run back in the tent. I got my Leatherman tool. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. So the next morning I asked the guide, I'm like, hey, what happened last night out here? And they're like, oh, somebody's car broke down. And I was like, well, who was out here? And when I say the middle of the desert, there was nothing around, right?
Okay.
Barely even a road. And it was a dirt road. And I'm like, so who was out here? And the one guy goes, oh, it was some people from the village that you were in, right? That's why you don't pop out of the car. It was people from the village that you were in. And I was like, oh, so what happened? Why were they here at 4 o'clock in the morning? And they're like, oh, well, they maybe were curious and one of the cars broke down. And I'm like, yeah, but there were multiple cars, right? So whatever the plan was, somebody's car broke down, so that shut down the plan, right? So I gave it a little time because I could tell they were sketchy about talking about it.
They were going to kidnap Elsa.
And then later.
I think they were going to kidnap Elsa.
And then later, I go up to the other guy and I'm like, hey, so tell me again, what was the deal with the cars that were surrounding the camp last night? And they were like, oh, no, that was the police. And I was like, the police were in the middle of the desert last night. And they were like, yeah.
They're like, let it go. That was the only accent I could do. Yeah, I'll be back.
They were coming to check on you guys because they saw you in town. And they thought that, they just want to make sure you were safe. And I was like, so that's the story you're sticking with, that the police came out here at 4 o'clock in the morning to make sure we were safe. And they were like, yep. And I was like, yeah, no.
You alerted them that you were there when you bought the watermelons, and they came back to kidnap you and the watermelons. They were going to come back and get you.
I don't think they were coming to kidnap us or anything like that, but I do think people are very curious. But, like, we would go by these little towns or, like, little townships, not even a town, and, like, all the kids would run outside and they're waving at the cars, because we're in a caravan, right?
Yeah.
Caravan of cars. And so I'm like, well, where do these kids go to school? And they were like, well, they don't. And I'm like, well, what do you mean they don't? Like, how do they not go to school? And they're like, well, there's no school around here. You just saw where their town is. And I was like, I know, but like, there's not a bus system? Like, do they not go into town for like half the year?
And they ate all the camels.
And there's just no school, right? So like, shut up, Daniel.
Yeah, that's why I'm only here for stupid shit. I'm sorry. It's in the contract.
No, so like the kids don't get to go to school. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah,
like it's crazy to me that there's not a program for that. But anyways, I had a wonderful trip, and trust me, every person I met was nice. Like, I don't know what the nighttime scenario was.
It's just a hard place to live, I think, is what you're describing.
It's a very hard place to live.
It sounds great, but it also sounds like, and you could tell me if I'm wrong, sounds like you would say, hey, as Savannah the Adventurer, I would like to proclaim that this would be a expert level trip or so. Like, I always look at your adventures as not ever being bad.
Yeah.
But being more like, well, this one was harder, more discomfort, food not as easy to eat. It was a harder trip.
Yeah. And so I didn't want to get dirt in my shoes when we were at this camp, right? So I took my shoes off. And so I'm running through the sand. And sand's hitting me in the face. And I'm so mad about the sand in the face. And they're like, oh, we're going to go climb to the top of that mountain. Do you want to come? And I was like, no, I don't want to. Absolutely not. So I stayed back, right?
Desert make it grumpy.
And hung out with the people that were working there, which was cool because we made friends. We had some Moroccan tea together. It was really beautiful ceremony with how they do the tea and flip the glasses and stuff like that. One of the guys was super hot Moroccan guy.
Okay.
Also, and I was like, so I'm trying to talk to him. He doesn't understand what the hell I'm saying. I'm like, so tell me about your family. Like, let's talk. And he's like,
I like the way you pee in the sand.
No, he didn't say that. But we couldn't communicate that way. So again, running
you have
in
the best
sand,
watermelons.
And then I see a group of people over there that we're with, and I run over there. I'm like, what do you guys got? And they're like, you don't have shoes on. I was like, no, because the dirt's all in my boots, and I'm not trying to walk around like that. And they're like, well, you need to put your shoes back on. And then they point to the ground, and there's a horned viper in the sand. You can barely see its little horns. And I've been running around barefooted for 2 days, right?
So if you get bit by a horned viper, and I doubt there's any, anti-venom anywhere
Maybe
close.
in the town, 100 miles away.
Yeah. By the time you get there, and you know about snakes, like, is that dunzo for you?
No,
or?
and I was I don't know if it would have been dunzo depending on where they could have gotten me to, but also, like, now I can't take my shoes off, so I gotta have my shoes on. I gotta sleep in my shoes because now I'm scared a snake's gonna get me.
Look at that snake.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the sand.
Oh my God.
But like buried in the sand.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I'm like running around all barefooted out there, and they're like, you need to put your shoes on. I'm like, why? There's dirt in my shoes. I'm not trying to have dirt in my shoes all day. And then they're like, no, because that.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, that's a tougher place of the earth.
Yeah. There's some poisonous shit in the desert.
And I like that those kids, they probably got they're not going to school. They probably got a shoebox with a horned viper in it. Right? Like they're tougher kids.
Awesome.
They do tougher things.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that kid, they know how to handle them. They're climbing the trees all day. They know how to climb the top of the mountain. They're playing with the horned vipers and just, eating their camel.
I like to imagine kids that are 11 and 12 in that village, and then my kids, how much more tough they are.
It's a 180 plus.
I can't even comprehend.
It's a different existence.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was a great trip. It was a beautiful trip. I don't want for
any
people
crocodiles?
No, but we did go to this one place in the middle of the desert where I don't know if it was an earthquake or what, but there is a spring that opened up this lake, right? And it's this big, beautiful lake in the middle of the desert, which
like
was
an oasis?
Crazy. Yeah.
All right.
But
that's two for you.
So
that's
they
two for
may
you. Bazaar and oasis.
But they're thinking about, so there's two kinds of crocodiles in Africa. There's Nile crocodiles, which are the ones you hear about.
Yeah.
And then there's a smaller version of that, which is called a which is called a crocodilus sucus. So it's called a desert crocodile, right?
Crocodilus sucus.
And they used to live all throughout Morocco. I don't know why they went extinct. Probably like poaching, things like that.
Sure.
But now they don't live there. So we went to this one place because they might reintroduce those crocodiles into that lake in the middle of the desert. So that was really cool. And there were fish out there, but also there were shotgun shells out there.
Like just random shotgun shells laying on the ground?
Yeah, and I said to the guy, I was like, so you guys didn't have guns in Morocco? And they were like, no. And I was like, what about them shotgun shells?
Well, yeah, I imagine
Oh, we got Columbo out here. You're like solving the case. You're like,
And
what
they're
about
like,
that?
oh, it's probably somebody from the government or something. Like I don't know. The answers I got a lot of times were like, nah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Mind your business.
Well, I feel like in the desert, there's a lot of that. Like, no matter where in the desert you live, you know, like, there's a lot of stuff that goes
like
on.
Arizona desert.
Yeah, anywhere. Like
California desert.
Deserts are mysterious.
Yeah, it's mysterious, and like, you could. It seems like you could do whatever. There's no laws in the desert, if that makes sense.
There's
Yeah, I feel like
snakes.
it's wild.
Yeah,
There's snakes, camels, kids, pit viper, vipers.
You know those
pee-pee.
people in Arizona that buy trailers. So there's this, because one time I was out in 29 Palms in the middle of the desert in California. So the meth people, the meth distributors.
Yeah.
So they'll go out in the desert and they'll dig a hole. And they'll put a ramp down in the hole. So then they'll get an RV, you know, like from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
They'll take the RV, they'll run it down in the hole so it stays warmer. They'll cover it up with cover up the top of it with pieces of plywood and then put sand on it. So then you can't see it. And it's an underground meth lab, right?
Okay.
But under the ground.
Write this down.
And
We'll do this.
and they call them desert rats. And they only come up out of the holes to go sell the meth.
That's
Oh, we
crazy.
can fly it out once you get full meth. We're ready. We got the meth. Let's go sell it.
No, I don't think they can ever get the things back out.
Once it's
'cause
in,
they
it's
bury
in.
them so
Yeah.
deep. Yeah, it's a permanent structure.
Probably safer too, because if that thing explodes in the ground, probably
it's
safer
not
than
as bad. Then,
Yeah.
Except for the people that are in there.
Well, they know.
They're
They know.
disposable.
It's kind of like those miners that have been rescued, like the last
that's-
couple weeks and everything.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
terrifying.
Real quick, because I know we're not even talking about that, but when they get those guys out, they're putting like scuba stuff on them and leading them out, right? That's how
Yeah,
they get them out. Is that how they do it?
I don't know.
If it flooded, the one that I saw, the guy was like squeezed. It was like basically like a die-hard air vent size hole he was crawling through.
But he's on air, right, when he does it?
Well, and if you're not underwater, I don't know if they give you. Was it
Because
underwater?
I think some of the places you have to go through
underwater,
And
yeah.
I was just wondering how you communicate something so like specific, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you had to if you were a diver and you had to swim through with your gear on, and then you find the two guys and they're in a cave, but they're gonna have to go back under, and we're gonna have
Yeah.
to weave you back out.
So you have to bring them air.
Do you have to bring them something
Yeah.
that it just sounds completely complicated and like it's impossible to do, but they do it and they save these guys.
You know,
That's amazing.
scuba diving is super easy. So you just say, breathe through this. That's what
It
I
is
told my
pretty
sons.
easy.
See, I don't scuba dive.
It's easier if you know less.
Yeah,
And what
yeah,
I mean
yeah.
by that is if somebody hands you the tube and says, breathe through this, you're going to breathe calm and you're going to be just fine. And you're going to be like, oh, God, I'm doing it. No big deal.
Yeah.
The minute they tell you you're underwater and can die, game over.
Yeah, don't tell them that.
Don't tell them that.
Yeah, that I
I'm
don't tell my
always
sons.
afraid of being trapped underwater. I can snorkel. I'm happy to snorkel, but I'm not trying to be.
Do you have
deep
anxiety at all in life?
under- Yeah.
Because it is one of I'm more efficient scuba diving than I am in almost anything I do. Like when I took my lessons and when I scuba dive, I don't use a lot of air because I get down there and I'm like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it calms you. Yeah.
I think it's because I'm an only child and that being alone and it's just me kind of a thing is very comfortable to me. And I think I go to like a really chill place.
All right, let's take a break real quick. And when we come back, I want to talk to Savannah about Utila, another place she went to.
Are you sure you want to do that? Because I thought we were told that this is a secret.
Well, you know, it's amongst friends.
Yeah, it is amongst friends.
Yeah. So it's not like
right.
we're, advertising this to the world. But Savannah said it was one of the coolest places she's ever been to. So
Plug something.
And so was Morocco, but also I'm just not a desert girl.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Like
fair.
I felt like my skin was gonna crack off.
Yeah.
You know,
The
because
desert's
here,
harsh.
if you don't use lotion, let's say in Florida, right? There's still the humidity that keeps you wet, right?
Yeah.
And people hate humidity, like I get that, but I love it. I like humidity.
And the thing about the desert too is it gets cold as hell at night.
It does.
Oh, not to mention all the scorpions that were out there that I probably stomped on.
And so it's like it's so hot during the day and cold at night. You're just like, even from Florida, you're like, what the hell is happening?
We don't know how to thermoregulate like that as a Floridian.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I don't understand why I need to bring a jacket if we're going to the desert. And they're like, because it gets cold at night. I'm like, how's that possible? It stays warm in Florida all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
it's hot, wet nights here.
Yeah, how did that even? When I wake up in the morning, I walk out of the house at 6. I want it to be 115 degrees.
With sweating immediately.
Write down Tom and Dan's hot, wet nights. I think you may have something.
You guys could do that.
We could.
At, Aquatica.
We could do it at Aquatica. Tom and Dan's hot, wet nights. We get a DJ.
Can we do it at Gatorland?
No, hot, wet nights needs to be at a water park.
Yeah,
well,
you do.
It depends on how you look at it. Gatorland could be a water park.
That's true.
I've been in that.
It'd be pretty fun. It'd be pretty fun. We have to start building some slides. Get to work.
Just get out fast.
The name of the band is the A100s. I'm going with like fun music today in honor of my 50th birthday. The name of the song is Rude and Lovely. Real traditional reggae or ska. Let's do it. If you want to call 844-866.
Yep, Tom and Dan.
There you go. Show at tomandan.com if you want to throw us an email. We'll be right back.
O-Town's #1 rock station, Z159 FM. Your only home for the Hot Tub and Mini Fridge Morning Show and Dump 'em Out Fridays.
Ooh, yeah, a hot tub and mini fridge. Keep me cold and hot.
Old American Saturday Night album. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. Before we talk about Utila, were you at Gatorland for the Gatorland bomb threat? I saw that this week.
Well, it was just when I got back, and we haven't done any interviews about it because we don't want to talk about it. It's been happening across the country to different facilities.
Well, they got the zoo first.
It just happened at Central Florida Zoo. But the best thing about it, what happened is, like, our security and facilities team cleared our park in 15 minutes, which is less than 15 minutes, which is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
That's
our
awesome.
Our guests were wonderful. But,
you tell the gators, get underwater.
Right.
You tell them. I mean, they're not going to do it.
Like, oh, you idiots.
The people in the community, right, were the best thing ever. Like, people were like, who the F is messing with Gatorland? I'll throw hands, chop them up and feed them to the alligators.
I did see that guy. I saw the chop him up and feed him to the Gators guy, and I'm like, wow. The
news must have been super happy that yes.
People were up in arms about it, too. Like, nobody messes with my Gatorland. We'll come stand out front like an army. So many people were so great.
One guy's going off about how, like, this is Iran. I know it. And I said, I was like, I agree. I think you're right. What makes you think it's Iran? And he's like, I don't know, man. They don't like crocodiles. They don't like Americans like Savannah.
But like the outpouring of love from the whole community was so overwhelming and so fun to read. Like, so many people were ready to go to war for Gatorland.
They weren't.
Like, it was so great.
Not during Pride.
All right, hold on. When you said Iran, remember when I did the Melissa's Race 5K?
Were you running for Iran? I knew it. I knew this motherfucker was running for Iran. I knew he was. Right here on the cusp of the 250.
So I took a picture with my sons in front of, they had this huge sign that it was in the grass at the park that it was for Melissa's race, but it said I ran Melissa's race. So, but then I was like, oh, Chris, let's take a picture of me. So I took a picture of my sons, but from the angle.
Put my t-shirt on my head. Let me wrap my t-shirt around my head. Hold on. I wrap my t-shirt around my head. Here, take my photo.
From the angle.
Wrap my free t-shirt around my head.
It was like me and my sons, and you just see the Iran board, and then
everybody say,
one of my relatives thought I ran like a 5K before like a Iranian benefit or something, or like pro-Iran.
I knew it. I knew it.
Anyway,
the Fringe Festival got into his brain.
That's so funny.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so let's talk about this place that you went to that you said was so awesome, because I thought
we weren't supposed to talk about this because it's going to ruin the secret.
No, I mean, still people are.
We can talk about it. Nobody's going to go except for you.
Yeah. Well, because I have been dying to find a place that your dollar still goes further. Like
Walmart. I've been telling this guy Walmart. He will not go to Walmart.
I won't either.
Oh, I love Walmart.
Oh, no, I don't go either.
I went this morning.
What?
I went this morning.
He loves Walmart.
My daughter is obsessed with a toy we might talk about a little bit later, and I had to go find the only place that had it was Walmart.
Yeah, I won't shop there.
Got to go to Walmart.
So, I've been dying to find a place that you can go and that is not so freaking expensive. Any like tourist destinations, it's like you're paying resort prices.
Yeah.
And so no matter what, everything's $100. Everything's super expensive. And you said this place isn't
Utila
like this.
is one of the most Utila and Roatan are some of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my life. It's super inexpensive and it's super secret. There's no cars on the entire island of Utila.
Okay, and this is off the coast of Honduras, right?
So
In the
so
Caribbean.
there's Honduras mainland and then there's the Bay Islands.
So just in reference, this is south of Cuba.
Yes, it's
in
south
the
of
Caribbean.
Belize,
Yeah.
I think it's south of Guatemala. Yeah. But it's really beautiful and the people are so nice and the food is so good and the beaches are pristine. There's no trash anywhere in the roads and stuff like that. Like it is probably one of my favorite places I've ever been. I'm definitely going back.
And you said it's like a dive destination too. A lot of scuba
Oh
diving.
my God! Look at that! Look at
A
that!
lot of scuba divers.
Holy
It's just like
smokes.
awesome Caribbean island that is.
So
Oh, this is the
beautiful.
place where I knew this name. I think I know this name. I know why this name. I know Utila.
Okay.
This is the place that when we had our fish tank, that I think people were getting in trouble for going and stealing fish.
Oh, really?
This is right off the coast of Honduras.
Yeah.
Yes, this is where, and they had to, obviously they have to lock it all down, and you obviously can't do that. But for I want to say like what, in the late 90s and early 2000s,
Probably.
Oh, they're
people
going, like,
were going here and like you could literally fill your tank.
and getting tropical fish.
Yeah,
for,
getting
like,
all the
resale.
crazy good stuff because it is a dive pair. I was like, why do I know
It's the
this?
second
name?
largest coral reef, I think, in the world. Second largest,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
So there's lots of places to snorkel. There's like you could take boat rides. Like I'm not a big ocean boater, right?
Uh-huh.
Seasickness wise.
Sure.
But you know, like I did really well. We hit some rough seas in a small boat, but all you do is you fly into Roatan. There's one flight a day. And you fly into Roatan, you get the ferry, you go to Utila. You will have the best time ever. I stayed in a luxury place, like super luxury that your whole family could fit in for like $70 a night. And that includes breakfast in the morning.
That's awesome.
What kind of breakfast?
I
I like country ham and biscuits. Do they have that?
Baleadas.
What's a baleada?
Baleada.
Or is it
A
like,
baleada is like a giant taco that's like this big but not hard.
oh, my wife has a baleada.
Come on, what the hell?
I was eating it last night. Happy birthday!
Why is he being so gross?
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, and then I leaned
You're
into her.
50.
I leaned her. I go, let me put it in your Utila. No, I didn't say
He's a
that.
perverted old man now.
At 50, I'm allowed to do it. At 50, no, I'm kidding.
But
I erased all
they
that.
sell baleadas. They're breakfast baleadas. And so it's like a giant taco. It usually has beans in it. You could get pork. You get avocado. You
That
get
sounds
eggs.
awesome.
You get all kinds of stuff. All the food is inexpensive. You get to drive a four-wheeler or a golf cart.
Hell yeah.
Everything there is there's no McDonald's. There's no chain store on the whole place.
Oh, so it's like anti-corporate.
Anti-corporate, nothing on
tourism,
there.
Like, it's not big tourism
Nope.
resorts or anything.
No, not like big name brand ones.
Okay, yeah.
So everything there is
Local.
locally owned and operated.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is amazing. It's probably one of my favorite places. I can't wait to go back.
I think people are scared to venture outside the protocol, the corporation, the hey, go to this place, Cancun, or whatever,
Yeah,
or like you're going to the Bahamas.
Well, you
or
just
like,
hear the news that right outside a resort, somebody got beheaded. So you're like, well, I can't go.
I
think that's what people
Even though
do,
it's like
right? Like
some other drug lord or something.
Yeah.
It's like the tourists are fine, especially in places like this where it's like their economy and stuff. Like everybody's safe.
And then the
But like
story.
you could rent a house, like an Airbnb house there,
yeah.
but like a 4 or 5 bedroom house for probably, I don't know, $100, $200 a night with your own beach that no one will be on except for you. You can go snorkel as much as you want. Usually the houses, if you get them, they have kayaks. So if the kids want to go on the kayaks through the mangroves, just amazing. There were a lot of stingrays in the water, so make sure you shuffle your feet. But but just like such a perfect, pristine island. Like I've never been to a Caribbean island that was that beautiful, and the people were so nice.
I like stingrays.
Yeah.
Like, because I've just seen.
You sounded special needs.
I
like stingrays. Like, okay, set him down. Get him. Okay, somebody get him a fruit juice. Right? I like stingrays. Okay.
I like the turtle kid.
That's what I was.
Oh, and there's sea turtles there all over the beaches. There's sea turtles. There's whale sharks. There's dolphins.
Look at this. There's a whole house. This is the top floor of an upscale apartment. You can have it. You can rent it for $92 a day.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God, this is on VRBO too. Pineapple House. You get the whole house for $300 a day.
That's insane.
You get a whole house for $300 a day.
And if you off of Utila, there's another secondary island. I can't remember the name of it. There's another secondary island, and there's nobody there. Like nobody. You have to take a boat back over to Utila just to go to the store.
Look at this house. I'll put it up for everybody to see. You get that house on that beach for $275 a night.
That's insane.
This is what you get.
There's still places in the world that
look how big
are
this
inexpensive.
is.
And what I'm saying is there's nobody on these beaches. Like you have your own private beach here.
Yeah.
The boat might go by every now and then, but that's it.
People are just scared.
Savannah, this is awesome.
To venture out to some place that they never heard of or whatever.
You can get this one cheaper. This one's got a private beach, a 400-foot dock on 2.5 acres. And
Crazy.
it's $206 a night.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's amazing.
This one's got an infinity pool for $255. How does this work?
What do you mean?
I mean, this is like the cheapest thing you could ever find.
There's places like this all over the world. It's
the Freem.
Yeah, it's just outside the normal tourist destinations, and that's why people get afraid to go there because it's not the norm.
Right.
You know? And then to go to a place that you feel safe, that they're charging you triple.
Right.
Because of all the stuff that is like.
And you never felt unsafe.
No. Not once.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It was
like people leave their stuff in their golf carts. Like nothing ever got stolen. Like it was like that was a really neat experience for me because like the people were just so kind. There just happened to be like a big gay wedding going on Utila the week that I was there. And like everybody was talking about the wedding. Like everybody in the whole island knew about the wedding. And I was like, what the heck is the deal with the wedding? Like, is the whole island invited to the wedding? And everyone's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to go to the wedding too. Like, I don't know them, but I'm going to show up. And then so went down there because it was on the beach for a while. The next morning I wake up, I'm outside. This whole group of people come stumbling in. I'm like, oh, did you guys leave this morning? They're like, no, we're just getting home right now. Like, go inside, take a nap, go back out, do it again. Like, it's so good.
That's awesome.
That sounds fun.
How long did you stay there?
So I was there for 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And
you should do some diving. You should do this and do some diving.
And some kayaking.
But you would want your boys to dive too, and they're not certified yet. Well,
yeah, but they have a place that certifies them. They have boats that will take you out, and they'll do your certification there.
And they let babies dive in Honduras.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they know
I feel like they're cooler with their babies.
I've taught them how to dive my pool. They know how to do it.
Yeah.
Although Tommy freaked out because Max kicked the regulator out of his mouth, and he
just space him out. You just space him out better. That's your fault.
He said he almost just started panicking and swimming towards the top, but he couldn't do it.
You know what? You got to
to
force him to do it like that dad of the kid in the submersible that imploded. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? That kid,
I'm like, you won't even feel it.
That kid said to his father, supposedly, he's like, I have never been more terrified of anything ever. The dad's like, you're doing it. And you know what? That breaks my heart a little bit.
He tried to give his son some grit.
He did. He gave him some grit.
Yeah, turned him into grit.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
And if you want to go,
hey everybody,
I can introduce you to some people over there, so you'll have a friend or a contact if you want to meet. Are you guys still talking about killing kids? Because I was trying to change the conversation.
I'm sorry.
All he had to say, because I didn't expect it, all he had to say is he turned him into grit, and it blew my heart out. I got a problem.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So where'd you even find out about this place?
My friend that's in the crocodile specialist group with me also is in the iguana specialist group. So they've wanted to, like there are all these rumors of crocodiles around there. And so they wanted to find out if any were actually there. So we went there and we met a bunch of old cool people and talked to them, like tell us a story. Have you ever seen a croc here? Like what happened? Like what's the scenario? So that was really cool too, because they didn't want to just talk about crocodiles. Like I met this old man, right? He was super cool. And he must be like a community elder. So they took me to him and they were like, Mr. So-and-so said you can talk to him. And I'm like, okay, do you mind if I film it? He's like, no. So we filmed it. He talked about the crocodiles for a while. And then I put my camera down and he goes,
I don't always drink those seconds.
he goes, you want to hear something really cool? And I was like, yes. And by this time, everybody else has walked off. So it was just me and him. He goes, I used to work on cargo ships. I was a captain of cargo ships. And I was like, oh, no way. That's really cool. He's like, I've traveled the world. And he was like, but there's only one problem. And I was like, what? And this guy's like 80, 90 years old, right? And he goes, I spend all of my money on ladies.
And he's trying to charm you. He's trying to charm you. He still had it. He still thought he had it. Oh, he's like, Elsa strikes again.
He's like, I'm going to get this big Elsa. He's like, she's so tall and beautiful.
So I started laughing, and then he's like, yeah, I had ladies in Australia. I had ladies in Singapore. I had ladies in this country.
He had hoes in every area code.
And I was like, well, that's so good. Like, and you could tell he used to be a really good-looking guy when he was younger. And he goes, yeah, I would come home with my bank book, and my wife would say, show me your bank book. And I would say, there's nothing in here. Because he spent all his money on women.
You know what? I like a good, horny old man. And you rarely see them. So that's why Daniel.
I'm right here.
He'll turn into a horny old man.
Right here.
My pop-op, he would like make a lot like comments all the time about the nurses around him and other ladies and different.
Raise your hand if your father. Raise your hand if your father in his office had a collection of trophies from when he used to race common Gias, which is a Volkswagen, and on top of it, he may or may not have had one of Savannah's bras. Do you remember that? Yep. My dad loved Savannah. Loved Savannah because we like tall ladies.
Yeah.
He may have uttered your name as he was giving his last breath. He's like, tall.
I feel bad for horny old men because they're vilified in our
They
culture.
really are. Well, they don't fit. Well, they do there. I feel like that's a little.
This guy was not. This guy was not.
In different countries.
They took me to him specifically.
They're like, oh,
did he make you
a horny old man?
No, he didn't make me uncomfortable.
He wasn't being inappropriate.
No,
He's just sharing war stories with her. He knew she could hang. He's a Marine.
Yeah, he's just explaining. He's like, hey, I like the ladies and spent all my money on the ladies.
I don't know, but it was really cute the way he was telling the story. The way he was like, and we had some. We sat together and talked for a long time, and then I could tell everybody was like, Savannah and Mr. So-and-so are still talking. Like, it was weird because I guess he doesn't talk to a lot of people. I feel like he's a very solitary person.
Okay, all right.
And so, because they had to ask his permission if I could talk to him, and then again, if I could film it.
That's pretty
cool.
cool.
There was this other lady, but she didn't really talk about that too much.
You get brought to elders a lot, don't you?
I do.
You get presented
I like
a lot. I think that's cool. But that comes with being an Elsa. Like when you look like a queen of a frozen land and you show up in a tropical paradise and you're dressed head to toe like Steve Irwin, they're like,
yeah.
I must talk to this traveler.
Yeah, like there's this place called the Jade Seahorse. You should Google that. There's a place on Utila called the Jade Seahorse.
Okay.
And it's an amazing artist's paradise, right? So I'm there and I see the artist, but also everybody bothers him all day long. He was doing some work, so I didn't want to go up and be like, "Hey, what are you doing? I'm Savannah. I'm from the United States. Tell me about your art."
Okay.
Right? So I just went and explored on my own, and then I went and sat down, and then he came out and he was like, very like Willy Wonka, and he was like, "Tell me about you." Okay, what do you want to know?
Look at this place, T.
Look at it.
It looks like damn Willy Wonka's Playhouse.
Wow. Yeah.
And that man that I met.
Did he make all this?
He made all of it.
Oh, so it's a crazy old man castle?
Yes!
Oh my God, Tom, you have to go to this.
Not the man that was the boat captain. This is another man.
Well, we are obsessed.
It's an artist, Willy Wonka, Caribbean.
Okay, Tom and I are obsessed with old men who eventually, we've talked about many of these, where the old men eventually go crazy. There's one up the road. It was a black guy who did topiaries. He just started shaping bushes bushes, and now there's like 1,000 bushes shaped all crazy. and
Love
it's like,
that.
And then there's the stone castle guy that he just kept adding to it. Now, in the key. Now this is another crazy old man.
See if there's more pictures, because the whole place is all tricked out. Like there's a gigantic seahorse, and you can stay there too. They have rooms there. That you can stay at.
Every wall, every arch has shells like cemented to it.
And look at all these like hot like influencers go to get their photos made.
Yeah. It's just like
look at that. Look at that arch.
It's like a lifetime of that artist just like every day adding to it, and then eventually you get this crazy Willy Wonka.
Whoa, that's where you can stay?
Yeah, you can stay there.
Jade Seahorse Utila. This is dope, man.
I got a picture right there. I mean, I got pictures from all over there, but I got a picture sitting right there. And it's so much more beautiful in person. Like it's so much, and do you know? So anyways, the guy that came out and talked, the artist, I don't even know if it says his name online, but anyways, he had black fingernail polish, sweatpants, white tank top.
You can say wife beater here.
You can say that.
I say that to my sons.
We prefer to call them radio show host shirts, but
but he had weights on, like ankle weights that you put on to make you strong. He had weights on everywhere, and the black fingernail polish. So when he came out, and he was like, "Tell me about you."
Yeah, because you're a real weirdo.
That's what I want. I want ankle weights. Tell me about you.
But like he talked to me for a long time, and he was like, "Have you ever been to Bok Tower in Florida?"
No.
And I was like,
I
haven't been to Bok Tower, but I've heard a lot about it.
It's in DeLand,
He was like,
right?
"You need to go there." And I was like, okay, I'll go. If I'm ever in that area, I'll go.
Maybe there might be a message waiting there for you. Like if he was telling you that, he's like, "You must go to Bok Tower and get the message."
Maybe it was a scavenger hunt he was putting me on.
What a weird place to reference in Florida, Bok Tower.
Have you been to Bok Tower?
No,
I thought that was in DeLand, right?
No, it's not in DeLand.
Where's Bok?
I don't know. You're going to have to look it up.
Or is it in
Fort
Orlando?
Myers?
Or is it in Fort Myers?
But it's not that good, right?
I mean, it's not as good as the Jade Seahorse, but I mean, it's cool. I
You
guess.
got better places than
Well,
Bok
and that's
Tower.
the thing. Like, everybody kept saying, you have to go to Jade Seahorse. You have to go to Jade Seahorse. Like, everybody on the island that I met.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? I don't understand what it is. And they were like, it's just something you have to see.
It's Lake Wales. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Oh, it's Lake Wales?
Yeah, Bok Tower's in Lake Wales.
Yeah, well, dude that works at Jade Seahorse loves Bok Tower.
It's weird.
Interesting.
I've dreamed of becoming that old man that just dedicates himself to like making something, and you just you become obsessed with it. I kind of do this with my backyard until the freeze came and ruined my life's work.
I'm glad you still bring it up because it means it matters. It means it matters.
And I'm starting over again, but I like just doing something a little bit each day, and then the event, like eventually you die, and then in the years, like I literally think about like in 100 years, someone living in my house. And then telling their neighbors like, yeah, some crazy old man planted so many rare palms and shit back here that is crazy. And then they and the whole neighborhood knows.
Then they're like, what kind of man was he? And they're like, well, he was into women. And then they're like, ew, that's disgusting.
And then we met this other guy. I feel like his name was Ryzen.
Andre Rison for the Falcons and the Colts. I think it started with the Colts.
His name was Ryzen, or it started with an R. I can't really remember. And his bar, not like Jade Seahorse, was all bones. Like bones of animals everywhere.
Bone bar?
Oh, I'd go to a bone bar.
Bones everywhere, right? And we go to this bar. We're the only people at the bar. He only opened it for us.
And you don't drink, so you just...
No, I don't drink, but I'm also very interested in all this guy's story. Now, he wasn't like this guy, but he was also really cool and told us some crazy stories about crocodiles. He had this giant crocodile tooth.
Is he a Caribbean man or is he a white man?
I think he's a white Caribbean man.
Okay, so a hybrid man, like a mixed man.
Like you get there, some people move the Caribbean like early on and
Yeah.
they stay there, and then there's much
And they become
locals
Caribbean men.
Yeah, there's much locals as the next guy. They've been there for 40 years.
Like that
you know.
Norwegian guy that's on my TikTok now, that his parents left him in like Africa when he was like 7 or something.
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
he's like 40 and he's trapped there and he's like, he talks like an African.
He's like the Joe Dirt of Africa.
Yeah, and he just grew up there and he's like a big fat white guy, looks like a computer programmer, and then all these skinny black guys are around him and they're like his brothers. It's wild. If you see it on TikTok, I don't know if it's real, but it's wild. Because he's big and fat, and when he talks, he's like, I am the captain now. And you're like, what?
And I love a bar with a bunch of shit glued on the walls
Yes.
everywhere.
Yeah,
This is
me
my
too.
favorite bar where it's like, oh my God, look how dirty this
Like
place
if there was one time I was gonna drink, it was at that Bone Bar.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
The
don't
Bone,
do it.
I'm not, but the Bone Bar was like you could just feel it when you walked in.
Energy
Like,
is crazy.
Like this is the best place. This is the best place.
What kind of bones? Were you like
how do
looking
you
at it to think, like,
hold on.
are there some human bones in there? Something wrong here?
How do you relax on vacation then, Savannah? Like you
What do
just
you
dead sober the whole time
Yeah.
in the beautiful
You've been
paradise?
sober for a long ass
a
time
long
now.
time. Oh, here he is with
God,
his
dog.
oddities and bones.
Hold on, I can play that. I can play that.
What? What'd you say?
This is Tom. He's like,
What does it?
sobriety? He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand.
It's a hard way to live. Just looking at life with no filter.
No, but it's good because you get to really see things. And
You
I'm
remember
not
things.
one of those people. Like, I don't care if other people drink. It doesn't bother me. Matter of fact, I like to encourage other people to drink more.
Okay,
Because
all right.
then once they start acting a fool, I can be like, see, that's what would have happened to you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what you would have done.
Yeah.
You'd have been stuck there living because you'd have missed the ferry. You'd have been there for I don't know how many more days. You would have run out of money, and then you'd be stuck there like the Bone guy. Yep, that's exactly
Yeah, yeah.
what would
There was a
happen.
guy throwing up at the Funny Bone last night on a
man.
Thursday night.
Oh man.
And you haven't even made it home.
yeah.
I felt bad. I did feel bad.
Was
He's
it
in there.
you?
No. But he was in the men's. And I'm like, oh
Just
no.
have a
Oh,
couple
no.
of them.
Yeah,
On
I'm
a
like,
Thursday night?
On a third. That's
Come
tough.
on, man.
That's tough.
A Tuesday night's worse.
That's gonna be but that's gonna be a hard Friday. See,
Yeah.
Friday's supposed to be fun. Now
Yeah,
you can't have a
true,
fun
true,
Friday
true.
because you ruined it.
Well, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Johnny Sips. Only a few people
What
left.
have you guys been doing besides
Johnny
Daniel's birthday? What
Sips.
have you guys been doing since I've been gone?
Well, we'll tell you when we come back.
I had my hip replaced, right?
Yeah.
And
that
I'm
was a
all
long
healed
time
now.
ago.
I'm all good to go now. I got both my hips replaced.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go
Are
through
your
it.
hips like super powered now?
I mean, they're better than they were. I
Are
can
your-
run
is-
now.
How are your thrusts
I got
going?
cleared to run. My thrusts are weird. I have weird thrusts. It's hard to thrust.
Yeah.
But that is the hardest exercise I do is I got to lay on the floor like flat, and then I do that move where you squeeze your ass cheeks and you lift your weenie to the sky.
I know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
all right.
And it's a hard. When's the last time you did one of those?
Oh, I've done. yeah. I would do it a lot, actually.
Yeah, it's hard.
Wait,
it's
why
hard
do
to
you do it a lot?
I'm practicing my
What?
thrust.
He does thrust practice.
For what?
For
He
strong thrust.
Okay,
What do you think?
I mean, I didn't want to talk about it, and I wasn't gonna out you, but I feel like it's a good time for commercial. Fairville, you, you've enrolled and you've been taking their thrust class, right?
Have you really?
Yeah.
Is Joe teaching the thrust class?
Yeah. I mean, I'm almost full thrust.
Yeah.
And when you reach full thrust, watch
it's-
out.
He's been having me call him the thruster
Oh, this
lately.
is-
Yeah, the
Yeah,
thruster.
if I got on the ground and started thrusting,
I think TC the thruster is
Yeah,
a really
the
good
thruster.
name.
And he calls his wife, I learned this week, he calls his wife the dominator.
Oh.
Okay, well, this should be-
I didn't know you were into that.
No, it's just because she goddamn tells me what to do all the time. Anyway, that's a different show. Anyway, let's take a break. And
Awkward break.
Yeah, there's an awkward break.
What happened?
no.
Nothing.
Yeah,
He
it's fine.
started to get horny talking about thrusting. He's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. The name of the band. You love the name of this band, and it's not named after the comedian. It's the name of the band is the Bobby Lees.
Okay.
The name of the song, brand new album called New Self. This is called Red Hot.
And when you fly around the world, call me your fire started.
We'll be right back with more on Mediocre Time right after this.
Z159 FM.
You're messing with me off the Miss Ego record. Welcome back to a Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
Savannah's here from Gatorland. Of course, if you want to check out
I love
Gatorland, I want to bring my sons to Gatorland for the summer. And if I do,
Are you gonna do it late like you did the last time you brought him, so you
Remember
didn't get
came
the
late and we done all those cool
and we
photos?
did like I literally got a
well,
photo.
I'm taking them for that. I'm gonna text them in. I'll be like, hey, give me the behind the
you're
scenes.
late. You're already late.
And then I'm gonna tell, and then I'll feed a gator. I'll
Do
show
you know
my
by the
sons.
time you and your son showed up, I had taken photos with a crocodile twice. The biggest
one in the park.
The biggest one in the park. I had double photos with a crocodile. I fed chicken to gators multiple times. We had already had an incident where a gator, they were like, well, guys, this one's acting a little crazy, so we're going to ask you guys to step out. And I was like, oh, that's cool. That means this guy's getting a little too spicy for us to be back here. We had that going on. We were talking to other people.
Maisie got to feed a gator.
Maisie fed a gator, and we met the owner. Oh, and then you showed up. And
Mr. Land?
We met Mr. Land.
Oh, God damn.
Gator Land.
Well, I wanted you guys to come out for the beer barn opening, but your friend over there never sent me like a price list.
Oh, still getting together.
So many times I've asked him for things, and he'll be like, "I'm gonna get you this."
Oh my
this,
God,
this."
this is the worst thing you could say.
I was getting it together, and I get distracted, and Daniel's like, telling me some shit. I'm like, what the hell?
He does say that. He did say that.
I don't know.
I right before Gator Palooza, I said, "Hey, did you get back to Savannah about the thing?" And he's like, "No, because you were telling me some shit." And I was like, I was shocked. I was like, "What was I telling you?" And you're like, "I don't know."
I'm not listening. All right. So now this happened a year ago. It's funny because no one, I guess he did get hurt, but he's fine now.
Why would you say that?
He's
What
fine now.
happened?
So apparently a year ago, and they just released the footage of this. So there's a cop, and he's driving into what looks like maybe the parking garage of his precinct or something like that.
Like, you know where cops take their cars to turn them in?
They're playing car games.
Yeah. Well, like, they pull their car in, and then, like, in Chips, like, I'm an 80s guy, so in Chips Patrol, you would return your car or motorcycle to that nerd that fixed all the cars. You know the guy I'm talking about?
But sometimes the cops get to take their patrol car home, and it's like,
I feel like in Florida, everybody takes them home.
Yeah.
When you take them, you know what? This is maybe a
and
hot
then
take.
you drive by, and you're like, God, they live there. Like, being a cop doesn't pay that well.
Yeah. If you take your cop
That's
car
what I
home,
think.
you're poor. Can I say
Why
that?
is that?
I don't know. I just think
I
that.
can see it in front of your house.
I just think that if you left your cop car at the station and then you had a private vehicle to drive home, I feel like I would respect that more.
You remember in Righteous Gemstones when they get in that car wreck and he's like, "Oh, he's just playing car games. They're just car pranks."
Yeah,
Car pranks.
car pranks.
You live where the criminals live.
We're joking. We are joking.
Anyway, so the video of this cop, he's pulling up, and there's these other.
Do you want me to play it?
Yeah, okay,
I wanna
yeah.
see it.
Okay,
Okay,
all right,
so here,
Well,
and this
I can't
is
see. There's a glare.
this is from a news report. We could turn it. You want me to turn the TV? Okay, here we go.
I'll come back.
All right, here we go. This is gonna hit right here, and they tell you what happens.
Details today about a shooting involving 2 Pasadena police officers.
It happened in a police parking garage last year, but we're only now seeing the video of the incident. Mark Cotorola joined us now with that and what we've learned about the officer who fired his weapon, Mark.
Yeah, David and Giovanna, I spoke to the Pasadena Police Chief Gene Harris this afternoon. He confirmed the officer who accidentally shot his fellow officer did in fact lose his job over this. The video from September incident just released. It is shocking.
Here it starts.
This all happened, as you mentioned, in the police department's
Okay.
Pull it up.
garage. A patrol vehicle pulls up behind 2 officers standing by another patrol car. One of those officers drew his gun, pointed it at the officer in the approaching patrol vehicle. You saw there, the Pasadena Police Chief says the officer.
Yeah, and then he shoots the guy.
And
Like you can see, you don't
it's
really
by accident.
Yeah.
So one of the officers, like, he pulls up, and then the other drew his firearm and pointed it fast as hell. By the way, I was impressed by the quick draw.
Yeah, that was a quick draw.
I was like, that guy's
And,
awesome.
and he's just fucking around, and then he reholsters his weapon. And I guess the guy in the car, because the video is a dash cam pointed at the, so you don't see the officer in the car. So the officer in the car does the same shit, just fucking around, pulls his gun out, but it went off, and he shoots his friend the same
Through
day.
his windshield in the shoulder.
In the shoulder. The guy's like, ah! And he was just running, and then he's like, and so the funny thing about this is the police chief. He's like,
I have that.
You called it horseplay.
I have that. Hold on. Let me
What'd
find.
that guy say? New gun goofing?
Okay, here he is right here. Okay, you ready? Here, listen to what he says. Here. Let's see if this plays here. Oh, where's the sound? Come on.
In the shoulder, the other officers you see, including what appears to be the officer
Well, I just shot him because I didn't like him.
Okay, here goes.
to his aid.
Horseplay and or failure to adhere to safety rules and standards of professional conduct will not be tolerated. This regretful conduct is not consistent with the expectations and service commitments of this department.
Sorry it's so low, but yeah, he says horseplay. He calls it horseplay.
It does. So when I watched this, I was like, oh yeah, this is for sure something that I would have done if I was a cop. Because I couldn't help myself that, like my other cop buddy, Murphy, he pulls out his gun, he points
I
at
like
it.
that you went Irish. I like that.
And I pull out my gun and I point it out there, but, my fingers don't work too well, so I, too heavy on the trigger, shoot him through the thing. Here's what sucks is that in the 90s, before body cams and then like dash cams and everything, like you would have gotten away with this, right? By either saying it wasn't like you'd have made up, then you shoot your buddy, you're like, oh shit. And then you get out of the car, you're like, hey, we can't let the chief know.
Well, you got to beg that guy.
Yeah, why didn't they delete that footage?
Well, that guy.
Well, I don't think once an incident happens, then everybody's like, all your body cam footage.
What's firearm discharged, right? I mean, once a firearm's been discharged, I think they're like, well, we have to account for whatever the hell happened here. I don't think there's any talking your way out of that.
Yeah, internal investigation pops up. They look at all the video footage.
But back in the day,
you're screwed.
If no camera inside the facility, no camera on my body,
no dash cam.
You and I are the suspects. Savannah's our boss. You draw your gun on me.
Yeah.
I'm a little more anxious. I pull my gun to do the same thing on you.
Yeah.
I lead over because there's a speck of dust on my floor mats. I go to get that. I discharge it accidentally because I've been distracted by the dust on my floor mats. I shoot you in the shoulder.
Yeah, I'm like, God dog.
Yeah, and then hold on, I got that.
Take it to me. I'm the chief.
And then Tom, God dog. That's Tom. And then we go to then we know the chief is going to fire us.
I'm the chief. And this is what year? 1980s.
90s,
91, 92.
Right, cut it out, you rascals.
Yeah, see, that's great.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, Chief's so cool. She's so hot. She's like having Elsa, a princess, as a chief.
Yeah. I just get some sort of suturing. We go to a veterinarian or something, so there's no paper trail.
Or it could go, like, before we even present it to you, I was kind of thinking that you and I would have been like you, because I know you would do this because you love things spiral out of control and you're trying to get 100 steps ahead of it, like in the Matrix. So you're like, well, we got to fix this. And you're like, go get that homeless guy that's always in the front of the precinct.
Okay,
so I run out front and I'm like, hey, Jerry. Like, hey. And he's my friend. I love this guy. I give him my extra Arby's. I give him some sodas from like the break room and stuff. And he's like, hey, what's up, Dan? And I'm like, Jerry, come here for a second. And then he's coming here. He's like, what you and I start choking him, and we start scuffling. I take my gun and put it in his hand, and we're shaking around. His fingerprints are now on that gun. And what do? I just nighty night. Go to sleep, little baby. And he's like,
Then we tell the chief, like, this homeless man broke in here and stole Daniel's gun and shot me right in the shoulder.
And then I had to choke him out.
Sorry, Jerry.
Yeah. And then like the news will believe this.
They will.
Yeah.
I feel like too much information is definitely a problem. We have way too much information for people right now.
Everything is being to the point. Guess what? Like, this is another story I wanted to talk about. So there's this company called Reflect Orbital. Something like that. So,
this is what he does to our clients, too.
Well, I wrote.
Can you imagine being the Bart Merrick team, and then he's like, "So your ad's gonna be something like as a team, like a Bart Merrick Crystal, something."
You get the gist.
I don't know.
So what this company plans to do, and this is real, by the way, because I thought I was being tricked at first. Again,
you always think you're being tricked.
So now I have to do extra research.
He spends every morning getting through all the things he thinks he's being tricked on.
So this company is planning to, at least this is the idea, is to release or fly or like send up a bunch of different satellites that orbit the Earth, right? Mm-hmm. And then, so when the sun is on the opposite side of the Earth and it's nighttime, that with these satellites, they can reflect the sun to any dark part of the Earth anywhere you're at.
But why?
Well, I guess the original.
I don't know.
The original idea was to reflect the sun onto like these huge solar panels, like in the desert and different places, so that they constantly are charging and they never have off charging times.
No, that's not a good idea. What about all the animals in the desert that need their sleep?
Well, it directs it to a 3-mile radius.
No, I'm not buying it.
So it's a very small.
I knew she'd be anti your son business.
And then also for like search and rescue, and they also said for like you could, and then their ideas, and it comes with an app, and then for money you can direct a beam of sunlight to any place that you want.
Yeah, well, what if I want to burn your house down?
Well,
and I just keep the sun on it all night.
You know what makes me feel better is these are all the questions I asked him walking to Publix. And it
I
makes
thought they
me
were
know that I was
stupid.
eating Mexican food with the right person that time, because you, my friend, are the type of person that would order everything at Taco Bell and sit there and ponder these type of questions while eating a little cup of beans.
So I looked at it further, and it's only 0.1 lux, which is the equivalent to a bright moonlight. And it's not so it's basically it's able to reflect a very bright moonlight, which is still, if you ever seen a full moon, it's pretty
Here,
light.
look, it's showing examples of sunlight on demand.
No.
And see, there it is. There's the sunlight
Like
going
solar
to the
farms.
Solar farms.
I hate it.
And I'm like, so, and this is 100% possible. And this company's like, obviously they've proven in theory that this will work. And so I imagine like we're going to get to a time where there's going to be satellites that videotape everything. And
So you could have like a daylight festival in the middle of the night.
Although it's moonlight.
No, I hate
it's more,
that.
Well, like you can have a low lit festival
Yes.
at night and have enough.
And then pay for this company to beam the moonlight or like sunlight that is the equivalent of a bright moonlight.
Are we okay? I think, Savannah, that maybe you and I are incorrect in thinking of how bright this may only be like just a light glow. You see what I'm saying?
But it would light up the darkness.
It would light up the darkness.
Yeah,
but
but those things cause problems. Like that Luxor building in Vegas.
Yeah.
Up at the top of it. Like it has its own ecosystem up there of bugs and birds and things like that. Like, and it gets so hot up there that they have to monitor like the bird population at the top of the Luxor. Like there are biologists that have to stay up there and study it because that has killed so many animals, like so many birds, so many different kinds at the top of the Luxor. Now they got the orb thing. What's it called? The sphere.
The sphere. Yeah.
What do you think that does to everything that, like, imagine you live down the road from the sphere.
Oh, yeah. Birds are flying right into
Exactly.
a giant smiley face.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. They don't know what's
Which
happening.
is the most positive way to die, I feel like, is to fly headfirst into a gigantic smiley
I'm not
face.
saying this is, this is not helping the environment. I'm just saying.
You were just saying, it's cool.
Yeah, this is some crazy shit that is the futuristic stuff.
Who's in charge of this thing?
It's a company.
Reflect Orbital.
Yeah, Reflect Orbital.
I
Here's
don't
their
like
team.
I don't like
Yeah.
it.
Here they are. We got old Ben Nowak.
And
Tristan knows better.
Yeah, Tristan.
Tristan's
Amy.
a surfer and he knows better.
These are a bunch of young. Look at these young people. Smite, bright faces here. Oh, except for Julio. He's not very young and he's grumpy as hell.
I was talking to someone about they got a Starlink phone, and they said that shit will work anywhere. Like
Pretty amazing.
Like you could have internet and cell phone service anywhere.
A Starlink phone.
Like he pays for the subscription for Starlink, so that now you get anywhere you go on Earth, you have internet and cell phone coverage.
I have a friend that has a Starlink, like a smaller,
Yeah, like the little
like the
one
satellite,
you can carry with
and
you.
he carries it camping, and he
Yeah.
swears by it.
Yeah. Like if anybody on sailboats, like you're on that island in the where you don't have internet, and like you just have it's like, and this will get further and further until and then the video camera thing, and they've already talked about that as like having the ability to film anywhere on Earth or like go back. So like a crime happens, and then you'll be able to, similar to like Minority Report.
Again, it's too much information. We
Oh, I
don't
agree.
need to know all that.
I agree.
Yeah.
We don't need to know all
We're
that.
not built to know all that. We can't. Like
No,
the
our
fatigue that I
brains can
get.
barely comprehend everything we can learn right now.
True.
Yeah. But it'll be like where every crime will be solvable by rewinding the tape of overhead.
But will that mean
I guess
that-
inside, if you're inside somewhere, but I guess you can
But the
start
beauty
seeing,
of that is we'll have more sophisticated crimes, because if you start doing that, then I'm going to have to start using my Harry Potter invisibility cloak. Like the one that I'm talking about the one that they actually have that's made by the U.S. Navy that's just like like a way. You know what I mean? Like, won't we get more sophisticated crimes? We will eventually.
But did you guys see the dancing robot kick that kid?
No, I loved it. I loved my screensaver. I love it. I love that little kid. He took it like a champ too.
And what?
Yeah,
who's
that's a
the
tough-ass kid.
There's a company right now that is having ads put up all over New York that say "Stop hiring human."
Yeah, yeah. I've seen that before.
Did a human write that ad? Because I feel like that's as silly to me as rooting against the U.S. in World Cup.
Let's talk about that. So Daniel, and I want to see how Savannah feels about it. So me and Daniel agree on this, that if you...
We don't agree on a lot, but we agree on
Now,
this.
there's exceptions. If you were born in a different country or, if there's... how much removed... Like, because I have, like, Scottish ancestry.
I'm big on this. This is the way I go with World Cup. What country are you born in?
United States of America.
That's who you vote. That's who you root for. That's who you root for. Sorry, the World Cup dice rolled.
I'm
and
with
you
you.
got U.S., so that's your team, good or bad. You don't get to pick England just because they're good. You don't get to pick France just because they're good. Were you born in France?
No.
Do you have any relatives that are there? Maybe I want to do that one, but it still doesn't feel right. You should be born in the country you root for.
Yeah, you should root for your home team.
Good or bad.
Now, I love Argentina. I think Argentina's going to do great. I have an Argentina jersey at my house, but I have to pull for the United States of America.
I agree. I'll give you a pat.
You know what? No more American Dew for you.
Yeah, take away your American Dew.
That's it. You can't drink it if you're not cheering on the team.
I agree.
Now, if like some of my Miami friends are Venezuelan and
where were they born?
Yeah, they're born here, but they're Venezuelan.
USA.
But I give them a
all day.
pass. But if you're white. Yeah, a regular American.
If you're a regular, boring white American.
What are you saying right now?
He used to call them good Americans, so this is like we're making strides. He used to call them good American, right? Or no, what'd you call original Americans? OG,
You can't
OAs.
be going for France or Germany. Germany!
It blows my mind. Like most of my friends, no kidding, most of my friends are rooting for other countries, and they're all born in the U.S.
Well, because they're better than us. We're going to stink. We're not going to
they are. No, they are better than us. We do not have a great team. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't.
You still got to pull for.
But I got my jersey on, dog.
But then
I'm USA.
You change once USA gets kicked out because that's going to happen.
Yeah, and whenever that happens, you can change
Well,
it
then
up.
that's allowed. That's the only way.
That's allowed.
Yes, if once USA is eliminated, if you want to pick your secondary team and go there, then do that. But I just think it's ridiculous for everybody. Like it's the opening day of World Cup, and I see like everybody got an England jersey on. I'm like, no.
Now,
No.
where you're from, England? Like,
No. These are not people born in England.
Okay.
These are friends of mine.
Okay, yeah.
I run the risk of making. This is a hot opinion.
I think people sometimes in the United States like to root for or wear stuff from other countries because I feel like they think that makes them look cool or something. Like it's a weird thing, Like especially if it's a country you've never been to. Like imagine you're a United States person. And you're a regular United States person.
Okay, thank you. Now
God, you got her saying it
now the picture's clear in my head.
If you're a regular United States person, and then you're pulling for, let's say, Brazil, but you've never been to Brazil. You don't have any relationships with Brazil.
Yeah.
But you're just pulling for Brazil.
Yeah, you're a bandwagon.
You think it makes you look cool in your bandwagon.
Well, like, okay.
They're top 5 power rated. Yeah, like you pick one of the top 10 teams to win. Like, it's like, okay, well, going for the goddamn Chiefs.
Yeah, like Mr. B Birds in our YouTube chat room says, so Dan, the only basketball team you can root for is the Orlando Magic? Correct. I live in Orlando, and that's my team. I root for Orlando Magic, Orlando City. The only reason I'm Braves is because we don't have baseball here, and my wife was Braves, so I'm grandfathered into that.
Okay, now
you mean Atlanta Braves?
Yeah, but
America's team.
Yeah,
America's team.
America's team.
Let's go back to what I just said. America's team.
Now,
thank you, Ted Turner.
So hold on. Now, based on your argument, you should be going for Jacksonville or Tampa. You're born
instead
in
of my Falcons.
Yeah. Because now
I don't disagree with you on that. I didn't say that I
World
wasn't.
Cup's different.
I didn't say that I wasn't a hypocrite.
Yeah, but
I just said that I had a hot opinion.
But World Cup's different than internal United States of America.
Yeah.
Plus, I do have a story. Like once I tell people the story of why I root for the Atlanta Falcons, most of them go like, "Oh, that's a great story. That makes sense. That checks out." Because quickly, I just sent all my football cards out to every team I had when I was a little kid, and the only team that sent back my football cards signed was the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, then that's who you
So
love.
that's my team.
Well, I'd make an argument that was a whole different time, and they're not.
Now,
doing that
Dan Paul adds this to make it even more complicated. Dan Paul says 6 players on the U.S. men's national soccer team were born outside of the United States. Yeah, but I believe one of their each one of their parents, it's like dual, right? Like you got one from one country and one from another.
Yeah.
So again, you can't really. I understand you trying to muddy the waters, Dan, because that's what you do in our chat room.
Well,
That's what
they're
you
rooting
always
for
like
the
to do.
United States.
Yeah, they are. And they had to choose. Like some of them, I think, could choose between whether they wanted to play for like Germany or whether they wanted to play for the U.S. So
Remember that one year Germany kicked ass and won the World Cup? Remember that?
No,
Germany has won the World Cup 5 different times.
So good. This was the most recent one.
I think this
that was
year.
8 years ago, I think, as I remember.
Who do you think this year?
This year, who's going to win?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Who's number?
I think it's going with the favorite, France. France.
Is France a
I
favorite?
think Argentina.
Okay, I think that's a good get. England is fantastic.
There was other teams power ranked above Argentina.
England's not going to win.
But
and here's why.
I think France
There's
is
too
gonna
much
win.
drama going on in England for them to win.
You think too much of a distraction?
It's going to throw off their mental.
Okay, I like that. I like what she's saying. She's trying to give you the edge.
Did you just hiss at me?
He does. He hisses at people. When he doesn't think you're an original American, he's like.
It's hard to handicap sporting events using like mental distraction and things like that. Like it never works.
That guy just blew out the Olympics because of some girl. Like people do it all the time. If you don't have your head right, it'll mess you up.
Yeah, but every time I bet, something like, oh, there's too much distraction going on. They're definitely, and then they blow the team up. God damn.
Well, I mean, I did tell you, and everybody knew this, but I was like, no politics, but in the original, when Trump went to the Knicks game, I was like, that's going to be an S show. It's going to be real bad. And it was real bad. It was real bad.
Yeah, where did he go?
He went and saw the Knicks game, the second Knicks game, and then, you know, everybody had to get there, I think, 4 hours early, and you couldn't bring a bag in. And I was like, well, this was my argument. If you kill some of the crowd, then Madison Square Garden isn't as intimidating a place to play. And if it's not as intimidating to play, then maybe the Spurs will have an edge. But who knows? You can't.
Yeah, but that's
Whatever that
then it's called resulting, where it's like, oh, because of this, that happened. You need a bigger set of data. You need the president to go to 50 games. And
you think you got you got a fatter sack of data than I do?
No,
I got a fat sack of data.
I just said one thing. You know, I love trying to figure this stuff out, but it's next.
What
to
do you
impossible.
think constitutes a good American?
Oh, I'll tell you.
He's got a list in his mind. Get your list out of your mind.
Well, first, when you,
I love that you just throw it right back at the basket.
Because I want to be a good American, but
You
I don't know
are.
what your
You're a good
criteria
American.
is.
well,
His changes. His changes a lot too.
You have to put your hand on the heart during the national anthem.
Take your
or
hat off? What
salute.
about take your hat off?
Oh, yeah, of course.
You know, it drives me crazy when people don't do that still. They'll just be standing there, they got their hat on. It's not, I guess it's not a big deal, but whatever.
That's the funny part is that we're all supposed to be free in America. You do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you to do it, but
That's what
I will.
like.
I will look at you and be like,
Do you remember that show we did and people wouldn't take their hats off for the national anthem and I went crazy and jumped in the crowd and got in a fight down in West Palm Beach?
Okay, I don't remember why it was for that reason, but I do remember you jumping off the stage and getting into a fight. You did that a lot.
It was because people wouldn't take their hat off for the national anthem. Remember?
So wait a minute, you're just like Tom? You're like, you're going to beat up all the bad Americans?
I'm not beating up all the bad Americans. That was a different time and a different day. But I'm just saying. Okay, so you have to cover your heart. What is the rest of the criteria for being a good American?
You have to be honest on your taxes, and that's where I fall off.
Yeah, he's out now. He's out. That's why this is why. Who are you rooting for? He's rooting for Costa Rica.
Yeah, because it's hard because one instance, what the hell? You want me to tell the whole truth?
Okay, Tracy's asking, can you wear another country's jersey if you're going to see them play a World Cup match and they're not playing against the United States? Here's the real answer. Do whatever the fuck you
Right,
want.
exactly.
I don't care. I'm just trying to do and give you something to chew on. Do you think I care? If you go and you're rooting for England, do you think Dan Dennis, at 50 especially, do you think me at 50, I look at you and I'm mad at you in any way? I have to fabricate being mad at people. because I don't get mad at that kind of stuff. Enjoy whatever
I don't
the
get
hell
mad
you want to
anymore
enjoy.
either too much.
It is kind of funny if
That's
you go to a U.S. watch party and then you go and you show up wearing the opposite team's jersey. That's funny to me. Like you show,
Well, you know what made me
you're
think
wearing
of
a
it? What really made me
Croatian
think of
jersey.
it last night, and I'm almost positive that he's only African American. There was a comedian that popped in on David Jolly's show last night at the Funny Bone, and he head to toe he had on the badass, awesome, one of a kind, like from their team shop. Mexico, the warm-up suit that the official Mexican soccer team wears, and is a very nice green Mexican like tracksuit. Beautiful, like very expensive tracksuit. But I found it to be very odd that this guy had a Mexican tracksuit on, not being Latin at all, not even in the slightest.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
And I was like,
Where is he from?
I don't know, Orlando, like Florida. He's a Florida guy. And I was like, it's cool looking, but I just was like, it's interesting at World Cup that you'd be like, you know what my team is? I know that I was born here in St. Cloud, and I'm going to the St. Cloud, 4th of July. I'm planning on doing that because that's my hometown, but I'm a Mexico guy through and through. I feel like that's a little odd.
Yeah, I feel you on
That's
that.
the only thing I'm questioning is that there are people that were born in America and have never been to the country that they're going to put the jersey on, and they're like, go France.
And there's no tie-in.
There's zero tie.
Now,
I had a friend that
they
I
do
grew
that
up
with
with.
college football, too, where it's like you're a Gators fan.
You took it from my mouth. My
yeah.
best friend growing up in Brandywine, the son, I'm not even going to use the last name because I know he still listens. His dad was the biggest Georgia Bulldog you have ever found. Like, this guy had the tattoo on the side, like... He had, he was the guy that, and we all know these guys, they're usually Georgia Bulldogs or Bama guys, where no matter what the function, if you're a Bama guy, you wear a burgundy polo with that Bama A on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you wear it to everything.
Now, did he go to
No, he was a Georgia Bulldog, and he wore a red striped Georgia Bulldog. He had the Ugga everything, little Bulldog bobblehead, whole garages, Ugga, and didn't go to college. Never went to college.
I don't understand the loyalty.
Did he
that
live
people
near
have to
Georgia?
colleges
He was
that they
Florida
didn't go
through
to.
and through, Tom. He was not from Georgia, didn't go, nothing Georgia. He was just, that's my team, and I'll die for him.
Yeah, that is
That's
odd.
crazy. But I just want to say this, as a world traveler that I am right now. We live in the greatest country in the world. I'm just telling you, we got our problems, and so does every other country, but we live in the greatest country in the world. I'm just saying.
There you go. That's a
good
Tom,
American.
Tom just stood up and he put his Lee Greenwood t-shirt on. He started singing "Proud to be an American."
And that, not me saying that we live in the greatest country in the world is not saying that everybody else's country isn't great, because there are some great countries out there. I'm just saying, like, from my experience, we live in the greatest country in the world.
Have you ever been to
Why? What happened?
No,
I was just waiting to see where he was going to ask.
Pick a country that I think I can.
Tom has a whole list in the other room of what he calls third world shithole. I'm joking.
I'll even go further and say, not only do we live in the greatest country in the world, the state of Florida is the greatest state in the greatest country in the world.
All right.
I'll tell you that.
Oh, okay. Samantha. Used to be on our show, used to produce it. She's in there.
Samantha.
She goes, "May I introduce you to Gator Bill, a man from Ohio who never went to college." Yeah. Remember Gator Bill?
Yeah.
The biggest Gator fan you'd ever find, but never set foot one time in Gainesville.
I don't understand that loyalty.
I don't think I hate it. You know what? Maybe I'm wrong on all of this.
I don't hate it. I just don't understand
Maybe I'm wrong on all of this. Maybe there's something extremely unique and cool about having zero connection to the team, and then you're like, you know what? Argentina's my team, and I'm all in. And then I ask him, like, what's your connection to Argentina? And you're like, I don't know. I think I like Lionel Messi.
Remember when I first started working with Orlando City, and then Phil was like, "Oh, you got to choose an EPL team.
You got to choose a team, man. You're right. You're right. You're right. You got to choose a team, man. You're right.
And then I was
you're
like,
right.
"Oh, okay,
You're right."
And then of course he wanted me to choose Everton, and
he said Everton would be a proper club because Inchi or Adrian Heath coached and played at Everton, played rather.
And then so it's like, oh, okay. But then it was like...
He hated Arsenal. He wanted me to pick Brighton.
It's hard to just start rooting for a team and have any, like, ingrained allegiance to that team just by picking it. with nothing else. Not
Like I like Florida Gators because they're alligators and I like their logo.
Yeah,
No,
That's
you
why I
have a
like Florida.
connection to it. I can't, no, I could argue
I like Argentina's team because I have friends in Argentina and they gave me an Argentina soccer jersey when I was in Morocco. Like that's
some story.
That's my little teeny bit of it, you know?
At
You
least
gotta
there's a
have
connection.
something.
Okay, you need a little something, and then it's allowed.
Yeah.
Like I'll give you a good
if
example.
there's just a, you picked it.
I'll give you a proper example, and I use proper because I feel like it works. The Rouses, they go to England a lot. They have friends that live in England.
Yeah.
I see the connection there. They've been there, I think, like 9 times or something. That one I get.
Now, what if USA plays England?
You got to root USA. I really believe you got to
go USA.
Because it's where you were born. This is just my opinion.
Yeah.
But it feels weird for you to be like, well, I mean, I know I was born there, but this place I like better. I'm rooting for them. And I'm like, well, I guess that's okay too. I mean, you can do that. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that.
It is weird.
Maybe that USA is too baked into me.
All right, let's get out of here. Savannah, thank you very much for coming by.
Thank you guys for having me. I always love
Appreciate you.
coming.
Thanks for coming on my birthday too. That was great. It's awesome having you.
I'm glad
here.
I got to be here for your birthday. I'm sorry you won't let me buy you lunch because you guys ate your bull ass before.
Yeah, we walked to Publix. That's what we do.
I know. I saw it in the trash.
of
It wasn't
garbage.
even a good lunch.
Oh, mine was terrible. My sandwich at Publix are 9 out of 10 times they're terrible. They're just.
What
I don't
are you
even,
getting at your Publix?
I get different. I get like this today. I tried to treat myself with a chicken tender Sammy, and his is just trash.
Why? They make the best chicken
Terrible.
tenders.
Absolutely
Matter
terrible.
of fact, just because you said that, I'm eating popcorn chicken today.
It's a big mushy mess. They put some sort of Dijonnaise on it and some floppy bacon.
Well, you get it pre-made.
Man, I hate floppy bacon.
Oh, yeah.
People like floppy bacon? You like floppy bacon?
Well, just say once it sits there and cools, it becomes floppy.
No. Crisp it up. Crisp
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bacon up. Why? People, I hate floppy bacon.
I hate floppy bacon.
I just
too.
absolutely hate it. It's got to be crispy bacon.
I love crispy
sorry.
bacon.
I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. Let's get out of here.
Happy birthday to Daniel.
Thank you. Hey, thank you for my gift, man. I'm sorry I cried in front of you.
That's fine.
And a lot of people don't think they probably think I'm exaggerating. No, I burst into tears.
No, it was just a little bit.
It was a lot of crying.
and
And then I gave you a hug too.
Yeah. I took it.
I gave him a hug. He let me hug him.
Yeah. But you hugged my waist. I'm like,
I hugged your waist. It's like the way Rick Moranis hugs a hooker. Like he's little. He's like.
We will have a BDM show on Monday. Yep. We recorded with David Jolly.
We did.
And then we'll have brand new ACTs playing on Monday. And
Yeah,
Tuesday
you won't miss anything, and we hope you guys enjoy your. Hope we enjoy our time away a little bit.
Can I say something?
You can say anything you want.
Thanks to all the Tom and Dan fans, listeners, friends, BDM people for being so awesome. Like, I love you guys. I've seen you guys at the park recently, and like, I'm really, really happy to be coming in here and doing this with you guys. So thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I just said.
Have a nice weekend, and we'll be back on Twitch on Wednesday.